What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. Today is December 30th. This is the 100th episode of Crew Talk Sports. Bang, bang. Light the fireworks up. Let's go. We got Dante. We got Evan. We got special guest Sam in the building, aka Mr. First Down. Fellas, happy 100. Man, what an honor to be with you guys for day 100. I remember we did episode 3, and I was like, this might not work out, Evan. We might have to switch shit up. We brought on some new people. We've met some new people. Sam, you're one of them, brother. We got a lot to cover. We appreciate you coming in, brother. How are you doing, man? Seems like you're very positive. We love the vibes. How's your week going, bro? You said you were off tomorrow. I'm a little jealous. We'll get into the rest of the boys, but how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bud. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, no, just making it through, enjoying these last few games of watching Cam Ward spin it, and it's been fun. Not only spin it, but spinning it to 2 rookie wide receivers taken in the 4th round, and a broken down RV called Van Jefferson. It's been pretty great.
Yeah, I know. I know we'll get into like some takes here in a sec, but that was one of my worst ones, Sam. I thought Calvin Ridley would be an absolute monster this season.
We all did.
And yeah, so that was one of my worst takes before this 2025 season.
He's just a guy that does. He makes the gambling community look so bad, bro. I wanted him to have a great year with you, Evan. I'm ripping parlays. I'm sure this guy is too. I'm like, let's both thrive, brother. He can never get it figured out. Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah. Dante. Big dog, looking good, feeling better. How you doing, brother?
Looking good, feeling a little bit disappointed in my fantasy championships last night. Ooh. Second place. Hey, happy to be in the dance. Still got some coin back. Good weekend overall. Happy to be here.
So we'll get into it. I'm sure we're going to get into fantasy championships. I'm pretty sure all of us. Sam, I'm not sure. You can chime in how your fantasy squad went. But
it would be Dante. It would have been lovely if Puka Nacua, would catch some passes like last night.
I had him too.
He might have caught that one. I don't know. I saw a picture. Maybe he didn't. But Dante, real quick on you. Not to talk shit to you because he was my tight end too, but I got blown out. So now I can talk shit. You started Kyle Pitts in a championship game. Be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at anybody else. There was other options.
Taysom Hill, right? That's who you started.
Taysom Hill 0, but I still got the dub. Ev knows. We'll be talking shit here too. Ev's got the bus ball ready to roll, by the way. I wanted to get into it real quick, Sam. I know this might not involve you so much, but I know you respect sports and ball. Jokic, real quick, to cover the NBA, cover Denver media before we get into this fantasy football nonsense. Jokic, hyperextended knee, out 4 weeks. I heard that they were reevaluating in 4 weeks. This could be 4 to 6 weeks. Looking at the Denver schedule, there'll be 25 games. 12 and 13 is a win. Real quick, Gordon, Braun, Cam Johnson, now Jokic. Brothers, it's looking like us 4 and Jamal Murray leading the tribe in the West. It's trouble for the Nuggets, man. I'm not pressing the panic button yet because it doesn't matter. The regular season in the NBA does not matter. But we might be sliding in as a later seed. Evan, give me some relaxed juice because I need it. You know I do.
Look, just be glad it wasn't worse, right? I mean, that's what I was fearing the worst. After I saw that the clip of what happened, and I was like, he gone. But yeah, I mean, 4 weeks, we're gonna take that all day. Those Serbians are tough sons of bitches, bro. I think he's gonna be back after 4 weeks. I think we're gonna be okay. We just gotta weather the storm, and that's gonna be the hardest part. I mean, like you said, we're 22 and 10 or something like that. So we got some room. We got some room to drop a few, but we need guys to step up.
4 starters out, Dante. 4 starters out. Well, we got the GOAT, Jamal, who's carried this team to a championship along with Jokic, obviously. Can he do enough to keep us 500? We'll see. Sam, Denver Bronco fans, man. We were spoiled there for a minute. We got the Broncos, we got the Nuggets, we got the Avs, which on the side note, they're fucking out of control. But Dante, do we just gotta win? Like, can we win like maybe 4 out of 15 games? I think that's okay, man. Like, just give me a season like the Titans. No offense, Sam, and I think we'll be okay. You know?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to apologize to all Nuggets fans out there. That's my fault on Jokic. Every time I bet on him or the Nuggets, something bad happened. I bet on them 4 times this year. They're 1-3 in those games. Last night from like King of the Court, and we saw how that turned out. So I will not be betting on the Nuggets no more, just out of respect for Denver fans. But yeah, you got 4 starters down. Aaron Gordon, that's the thing that scares me. It's starting to pile up. And if it was just Jokic, okay, well, I think we'd be okay. AG, Ron, now Jokic. We just need to, like you said, stay 500. Honestly, the thing is though, everyone's hurt. That's how the NBA is. All the stars are out right now, so it's not like you have to.
Embiid just sits. Sam, you're a Memphis fan, right? I would assume.
I am a Pacers fan. I'm a brand new NBA fan. I had to pick a team for a podcasting network, so I went Pacers before the run last year.
Well, and Halliburton, Achilles injury, so he's out for the whole year. So the Pacers are kind of like, who cares what happens this year? Might as well tank for a
pretty
pick.
much. Yeah, might as well. It stinks, but like, shitty. Yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But is that why Dante is in shadows up there? Like, he's got to black the window so people don't throw things through the window.
We put him in the dark. The guy's on an all-time cooler. Dante, interested to see how your January goes. The dude's massively down. He's down massive units.
Oh man,
just kidding. Ev, I will say, since me and you have watched that Avs game the other night, we didn't go live. We should have. Avs on a tear, McKinnon goal, Neckis goal, over, and Avs money line. Book it every time they play. Ev, it hit yesterday.
That's when the hot streak started, bro, and then it carried into the weekend, which was just a massive weekend, profitable weekend for the Carr household, bro. So couldn't be happier with how things went down, bro.
I was scared to make contact with my wall because I thought it was gonna catch on fire. Our group chat was just producing fucking winners. Jawan Jennings, random touchdown, boom, bang. Let's get into some NFL football, starting with fantasy football, fellas. Sam, you'll have to let us know what your situation was. So I played Evan in one league, got the dub. We don't have to get into that, but you'll slam the buzzball. I did lose the bigger league, I would say, in our friendship community, to a guy that put up a massive amount of points. It was over 200. Yeah, I think there was only 4 times that somebody scored 200. I did it twice.
Right.
I played Bijan Robinson. I had Kyle Pitts. I was down by 30. It was
Would you rather lose to a team that scored 200 or lose to a team that scored 90 and you only could score 80?
200. Give me the 200. Give me the best of the best.
You respect that. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Give me the best of the best. Ev, you saw it. I sat Baker, Trevor Lawrence, which I'll die on that fucking hill. I will. Sorry, Sam. But maybe Baker wasn't the move for the rest of the squad. You saw Gibbs get me 5 and Jigba had 16.
That was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. Your studs didn't show up, and Chris's studs, Bijan, Trey McBride, Chris Olave, they all freaking went off, dude. So, dude, I was thinking about that too. I was looking at oh man, it wouldn't even have mattered if I would have won last week. No one was taking Chris down, and I feel like even more of an asshole because after 1 year after we created this league, Sam, my friend Chris left, and then we had a spot open up. I invite him back. And he wins the whole damn thing. So
he thinks we're a bunch of fucking Dantes out here starting Kyle Pitts in the championship, which I did. Dante, I was riding with you. So go ahead. Let me get the violin out. Let them know.
So I lost by 8 points. And really, it wasn't this was my mistake. 1 minute before kickoff, I'm watching Sunday countdown, kickoff, whatever. I decide to swap the Giants defense for the Bucks defense. My logic was, okay, Bucks actually are playing for something. Giants, Raiders, who knows who's playing for anything there. and that was a big enough of a swing to cost me my fantasy football championship. And I played against the Minnesota Vikings defense, who scored 26. So that was it. I mean, everything else was like, matched what they scored. That was it. And that's on me. So nothing I can do about it. Kyle Pitts. What do you expect when your season comes down to Kyle Pitts? I mean,
can't do it. I would like to say real quick that was a management mistake, which we'll get into, Dante. Which means that you need a buzzball as well, because nothing worse than I got blown out. Like a homie had a great week. I took my L on the chin. I couldn't have started or sat Jesus Christ. It didn't matter. I got fucking obliterated, right? I could have started Marshall Faulk in fucking 2002. I would have still lost. So I take that as a hey, we did our best, right? Well, Dante, your problem, buzzballs. Ev, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like Dante said, man, you're just happy to get to the dance, right, Dom? You had 2 fantasy leagues. You made it to the championship in both. You win one, lose one. I mean, come on, you can't argue with that. That's a successful fantasy season, altogether, bro.
That's the same here. That's the same here. I went barely to the champion. Look, this season it got all wonky for me. I took Justin Jefferson, thinking this is going to be great. It was just absolutely brutal. This is like when I took Christian McCaffrey last year. I was like, everything's fine. Everything's going to be great. Something always happens to me.
Well, you talk about
not wrong just early though. Not wrong, just early on that Christian.
Yeah, just early. Yeah,
you talk about league winners, and Jefferson was the definition of a league loser.
Oh yeah,
he legit lost. Everyone I know, our boy Jared that drafted him in the first round, he didn't even make the playoffs. Wasn't even close. I think he was second to last in the league. So just an absolute kick to the nuts. Hopefully they get that quarterback situation figured out, because I love me some Jefferson in fantasy, and we need that boy back. Definitely.
Yeah. I was rolling with Dom there for a while. I was actually impressed with JJ there, and he was, it wasn't like he was lighting up the world or anything like that, but people were leaving him dead to rights, and he was still cranking, making things happen. I was like, good for him. And then, of course, the reality set in about a couple of games later. Yeah.
Injuries. I want to get into Justin Jefferson and the whole Minnesota Vikings squad later, but the injury. It's tough with injuries. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to fade Jefferson because I know McCarthy's going to get hurt. You can't do that. It's also fucking Jay Jettis, because 3 years ago, this guy won me another league. Ev, I think he won you this league in the past too.
2 years ago.
This is a guy that it's like you're making a decision between him or CeeDee Lamb. It's like, I think Justin Jefferson's a better receiver. I'm going to lean that way.
Well, it looked like the combination between him and Kevin O'Connell, he was just quarterback proof. That's just what we thought, going into this year, right? Like as bad as it was,
I certainly thought that.
Right, yeah. So I mean, now I guess we're he's going to go off next year. You just know it. It's going to happen. So hopefully he falls. The cool thing about it is you can take him later now. Maybe he falls into the second round next year and you swoop him. But Sam, Sam, so did you end up winning one of your 2 leagues?
Oh no, I didn't. I wish I did. I barely missed the playoffs in one, and the other one with the Jefferson pick, I scraped in there. So I was like, hell yeah, championship time. But he had Bijan Robinson. Once the 98-yard touchdown happened,
me and Dom
were
talking. Yeah, I mean that guy, he showed out for the fantasy playoffs, and if you're picking number 1 overall next year, he's the pick, and it's not even close.
No, yeah, easily. I hope they get rid of Raheem Morris though.
You want to go back into the Jahmyr Gibbs, Dom, giving you 5 points in the championship?
I might have to say something about that, but we'll get into that for our fantasy studs and duds. But
guys, can you believe it? Dom wants to say something. Is that? Can you believe
I don't believe it.
These guys, I got so much shit to talk, man. I mean, I'm fucking on fire. First off, Ev, got that fucking buzzball. I saw you try to pretend to slam it because Sam, believe this, Sam. Now this is my time to talk. Dante, boom, slam that buzzball. This guy offered me a trade offer, Sam, in a dynasty league, and said, "Bro, you're 2-5. Just wrap it up. Here, I'll give you I don't know, Audric Estime. Give me Derrick Henry, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak. Here, I'll throw in a first for next year, bro. My team won. How many games straight?
His team from.
I talked to my team. I sat him down. I put Trevor Lawrence up top. Bang. fucking ran it on his ass. London
Yeah.
in the finals against me? You thought you'd get the London in the finals?
Dude, I have no other choice, bro. That league, I lost Rashee Rice. He wasn't playing. I lost Malik Neighbors. I had no other choice, dude. So, no, dude, ever since that terrible trade, you should thank me. So you went on a run. You made it to the championship. Nah,
Shout
man,
out
it's
to GOAT, Derrick Henry, and then another guy we'll talk about, Chris Olave,
that is-
bro. We got to
see,
talk
that-
about Chris Olave, too.
you
Like, I mean,
joke.
my
Do we have to? Okay.
Hey, Dom, you joke about it, but Derrick Henry is the single reason why you won the championship because he puts up 45
100%.
points.
I'm not even denying it. I would have never won if it was the likes of
No.
Gibbs instead of Derrick Henry.
No,
Sam,
Dom, it's confirm and or deny. I cannot confirm nor deny that Derrick Henry won me the championship.
I just had to shred Evan's ass because I told these clowns on the podcast, Dante, I think I told you like 6 podcasts in a row. Oh, Evan sent me another bozo trade request trying to make me sell my dynasty team. Now my team's fired up. Trevor Lawrence went on a hell of a run too, dude. He got mad.
He did.
Yeah.
I will say after one of our streams over the last week, I was sitting there with Dante and I was like, you know what? I was like, I will sacrifice the championship against Dom to get at least a championship in one of these other 2 leagues, which ended up happening, bro. You know, it's 3 leagues, 3 leagues,
Yep.
boys.
Ev did say he was going to let you win. He knew you wanted the
3
confidence boost.
leagues.
3
You're
leagues is
just
too
throwing
much.
shit at the wall hoping it sticks at one point.
3 leagues.
Yeah, pretty much.
Am I
Three,
right?
listen
Yeah,
to this
you're
though. Three leagues. Take first in one with most points. I'm gonna wrap that up too this week. The second one, take third place with most points, and then
Which is bullshit,
the
by the way.
one against you, make it to the championship, take second. So your boy Ev knows fantasy, bro. Come on.
The head-to-heads matter, Dante. We know what it is. We know what it is. Yeah, the smallest payout too.
I'm honestly happy fantasy football's over. I need a break. Too
It's
much
not-
stress on the weekend.
It's not all the way over, Sam. I hope you can give me some input too, because I might have to start a Titan or 2 this week. I have a DraftKings where I set a new lineup every week. I'm sure you heard DFS. So if you have any input, any matchups that you really love and are liking, let me know. Your boy,
Pollard.
Yeah,
Pollard.
I've been big. Yeah,
Pollard.
I'm big on Pollard. I'm big on Pollard. I love it. Yeah, I heard he has an incentive too, which I hope one of you
Yes.
4 had the incentive list, because I saw Diggs was on there. Then we have Diggs getting into his trouble issues. But
Both 2 digs in the media today. 2
yeah, I know. The other one getting cut.
Bad
You
day to be a
want the
Diggs.
playoff team? Are the Broncos buyers, Dante?
Friday we'll have the. I think on Friday usually Adam Schefter tweets out that list of what players need what to get their incentives. So pretty much we got to be hammering those incentive over.
I saw a couple just off the top of the head. Sam Darnold needs like around 150 or 130, and obviously San Francisco's defense is booty cheeks. So Sam Darnold. I did see Tony Pollard. What does he need, Sam? 66 or?
No,
66.
he's got 1,000 already. He's already got 1,000 yards.
So he doesn't need anything to reach his incentive?
I don't know what all
Maybe-
of his incentives is,
I
but
think
this
it's
is the.
1050. Or I don't
Maybe.
know.
I've not read the full contract, Sam. What are we doing?
I'm
Sam,
sorry, bro.
on your
I'm
research
sorry.
on the, we talk
I'm sorry.
100
I had
episodes.
to look up fantasy football
The
stuff.
people, the people need to know the incentives. I saw
You know-
Diggs was like 30 yards away. But
Maybe
he
I
might
just don't
be
feel like telling you.
No.
fucking
You know?
a $300,000 nail bond away.
Diggs needs 8 catches on Sunday for like 500K. So
Gonna be tough to do in handcuffs.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Bad news, but yeah, the
1,100. He needs 1,100
And
Okay.
he's at what?
to get. He's at 1,000 already. Yes, sir.
so yeah, I thought he might be a little bit over. I think it's like somewhere in the 60s, Dom. I think I saw
Yeah,
that too.
I thought it was 66. Yeah.
Rico Dowdle,
Dowdle was on there.
he gets an incentive to get to, I believe it's a rushing incentive, and then if he scores 1 touchdown, he gets like another like, I don't know, 250K or something like
Real
that.
quick
So
on the Dowdle thing, Ev, is that game is like a must-win for both teams. Essentially, not so much for the Panthers because they could bank on the Falcons winning, but Dante knows Falcons are fucking out of control this year. You never know what they're gonna do, including last night. I mean, my God, talk about the most unpredictable team. Dante's family, the Dolphins and the Falcons. Anyways, so Dowdle You can't bet on Dowdle, dude, because you don't know how the Panthers are going to really run that game script. I do think Dowdle is a stud, but it's interesting to think about there.
Come on, you think?
I know Sam Darnold's big this week, though. I love Sam Darnold this week.
You think Canales isn't going to get his boy paid? Come on, and you know the Falcons are going to win, dude. The Bucs screwed themselves going 1-7. You know, it's just.
Can you believe that collapse?
Look like a good team, though. Have you guys watched the Bucs, man?
They look really bad.
A 1-7 team. Like if it was week 1, they'd be 1-7, and you wouldn't even be surprised. Baker, I think it is. I'm a big Baker fan. You guys know that. I think his injuries are lingering. I think his Igbukah drops. I don't, Todd Bowles' defense isn't Todd Bowles' defense, whether it's because they invested too much in the offense. I heard, you got Bucky, you got Igbukah, you got, the defense getting a little bit older. I don't know.
Todd Bowles is gone, right?
Well, if they make the playoffs, is he gone? They're 1 game away. You're betting against Baker. It's
just funny, like week 3 of this season, we were talking about Baker MVP and Super Bowl, and it's just like, dude, how far?
He was my early MVP pick. I was like, this guy is dealing, and then all of a sudden it was just bad.
You guys know we did fantasy mock drafts fucking 20 times. I drafted Baker in like 18 of them because I'm like, I'm not saying he's going to be an MVP, but I think he's going to be like a very manageable 8th round pick quarterback that's going to produce. I looked like a fucking genius. Looked like a dickhead towards the end.
You're so smart, Dom.
It
just goes to show you, boys. Fantasy season is a long season, man. All right,
I almost picked up smoking again. It was so rough this year.
Yeah.
Let's get into some fantasy studs and duds. Okay, so how I was envisioning this is, let's talk about. We could combine. Do you guys want to combine studs this year? Or with players that we want next year, or should we just stick around the studs? What do you guys want?
So we could do studs, and I just have a couple players that I'm looking forward to drafting next year, and then and I have one that I'm just probably not touching next year. So
all right, so let's start off with some fantasy that we're looking forward to next year. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start a must draft in every fantasy football format. Argue with your aunt. Especially if you're in the later round of the first round, it's Trey McBride. What more do you guys need to see? This guy wins consistently. What do you have? Over 117? How many receptions? Over 117? 117 receptions. Last year, remember, people were like, oh, he doesn't catch touchdowns. Fucking A. He produced that too. I think the limit is through the roof. This is a Fort Morgan kid, Dante. Yep. CSU bound. That's why you fade him. My necessity pick is Trey McBride.
Well, I love that, but it all just depends on who their quarterback is next year, right? Because you got to figure Jonathan Gannon, he's probably out of here.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
And it's maybe if they draft a rookie,
1 week from today he gets fired.
Yeah, Murray needs to go. Murray's got to go from Impractical Jokers, but. Dude, thank Jacoby Brissett. I know they didn't win any games, but he's the reason why Trey McBride, 119 receptions, 1,174 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Do you boys know that those stats are better than CeeDee Lamb's? That is absolutely ridiculous.
I was playing McBride, and I had some eyes on that game because he started out the first 3 quarters. He had 1 fantasy point. Yeah. Their whole 4th quarter game plan was just throw to McBride. That's all they did. He ended up finishing with like 18.5 fantasy points. Killed me. Absolutely. But yeah, he's the staple of that offense. And you can't trust any of the receivers. Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't know what his deal is. He's looking like a bust. I mean, he's just mentally not there, can't catch, can't stay healthy.
On the list.
Yeah. Michael Wilson, just superior wide receiver. And who saw that coming?
Literally my second favorite receiver in the NFL, dude. I swear to God. Michael Wilson. I will die for that guy.
Dom, do you remember when we were doing all those fantasy mock drafts and you were just talking all kinds of shit? Because I would just do nothing but draft Trey McBride in the 3rd round.
Well, here's the thing I want to say about Trey McBride is the Brock Bowers Trey McBride comparison. I mean, I know Brock Bowers got a little hurt, but Dude, I had Trey McBride last year in a big fantasy football league. He delivered in the last 3 weeks. I don't care what he does in the first 3 weeks, to be honest. It's a set and forget. You don't have to worry about it. Trey McBride in the 3rd round is a fucking steal. In the late 1st round, it's a necessity. Don't mind fuck these average wide receivers that demand too much attention. AJ Brown. Draft this motherfucker, move on, and win your league in the later ends of the season. Evan, you had him. I took him down. But I did lose to Trey McBride, in the other league. I mean, every championship, Dante played against him as well. Every championship team, I feel like, Sam, maybe you've seen them, but has Trey McBride in it. And last year it was the same thing. So I'm like, okay, 1 + 1 is fucking 2. It's Trey McBride.
I got lucky. I had him and Warren on my team, and that's one reason I escaped the Justin Jefferson hell.
Yeah,
there you go.
Warren and McBride just constantly
just running
20 points a pop over.
Just running 2 tight end sets in full PPR like an absolute monster.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Heavy ride,
Sam,
totally not play action. I promise.
So Sam, is there a fantasy football player that doesn't play for the Tennessee Titans next year? Because I know you're going to say Cam Ward. That you will want to have, that you need to have next year.
Oh, without all the popular, I gotta have Trey McBride. I gotta have him. I love him. I love him. I do it. Listen, I had him in one of the leagues. I had him last year, and we got to keep a player for the next year. I was like, I didn't even think about it. I clicked on his name. I gotta have him. The period. So I'm a big Trey McBride fan. I love the tight ends and whatnot. But yeah, that's definitely one I like to have. But
this guy knows ball.
Especially
this guy right here.
Especially with how bad, like how up and down, the tight end position was in fantasy this year. It was horrible. Yeah. Like, dude,
bad.
I was starting Jawan Johnson championship weekend, which I mean, full PPR.
How much did he get you, by the way? Did he get you like 7?
He got 13 full PPR points, man. So
would
have
won if it was that instead of Pitts.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but I just it's Dom's got it right, man. Like that position is such an advantage if you could just set it and forget it. Everybody thought it was Bowers this year, and that turned out terribly. So I don't know. I'm more of in the camp of like I might do a league vote in our league, Dom, where we just get rid of tight ends altogether. It's just much rather us play one of our.
Why would you get rid of the guy that I'm going to draft fucking number 3 overall? What the
fuck does that mean? You could play put him in the flex. Put him in the flex. You're good to go.
It'd be interesting to
see. No
see.
kickers or tight ends in Ev's league, I guess.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It'd be interesting to think about. Kickers also are my fucking go-to, by the way. Nobody values kickers more than me. Nobody breaks it down. I fucking nail those. Ev, who's your guy next year? Don't say Gibbs either, because that's technically, my guy as well.
So boys, I'm looking at Brock Purdy, dude, and what he has done since he came back.
It sure was Purdy.
And yes, Dirty Purdy.
Couldn't help it.
He was cooking. And just like versus the Colts in the semis, 295 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, bro. Just absolutely got you to the championship if he was your quarterback. And then in the championship, 303 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He also ran 2 in, I believe. He looks great. And I think like the price that you have to pay for him next year, he's going to be one of those guys that you can grab around the time you have to grab like a Dak Prescott or, Jared Goff or something like that. So I'm looking at the way that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson finished this fantasy season, and I'm scared. I'm scared off of those boys. So why would you pay the premium for those guys when you can go and get, a Trevor Lawrence, a Dak Prescott, a Brock Purdy, who, dude, even without George Kittle, I was scared to start him. I was like, oh, this is going to be a big C-Mac game. Still was a big C-Mac game, but Brock Purdy also produced. So Brock Purdy's my guy that I'm going to be looking to a lot in 2026.
What dance was he doing in the end zone, by the way?
Chris Collinsworth called it the
he called it the Dougie. It's not the Dougie. He
called it the Dougie, but he was just doing this. Yeah. He was like, Chris Collins like, oh, look at this. Now here's a guy.
Yeah, here's a guy. I'm gonna say it. He looks like Mahomes. He's wearing a red jersey like Mahomes.
When he said that, by the way, I almost threw up and spit it.
You could hear Tarico going like off to the side. You can see.
Here we go
like,
again.
Don't do this, please.
Here's Dante. Before you get into your stud, Let's see what Big Bando TV.
Ooh.
Y'all trade CMC for Henry and Igbuka in Dynasty.
Big boom.
You're
That's
talking about the number one wide receiver from Ohio State, Emeka Big
that's tough.
I know where I stand with it real quick. I wouldn't trade CMC for Henry and Igbuka without something in return. Maybe you could ask for like a Fannin Jr. or
It depends on
Brock
how much
Purdy would be
how much-
some good value there.
how much does he need a wide receiver like Igbuka? Because I think long term, I mean, it just depends. Are you competing now or are you rebuilding? If you're rebuilding, I don't hate it, but Henry does nothing, so it's pretty much just a wash for Igbuka right there. I mean, Mike Evans is going to be on his way out anytime now. So I mean, we saw Igbuka start hot, but then he kind of just disappeared, dude, which was kind of scary. So I don't know if
touchdowns.
He
Yeah.
declined with
Drop.
Baker. He declined with the whole Bucks thing too. It's like they just a lot of
Those
weapons
guys.
in Tampa Bay too, man. McMillan was catching touchdowns. Kate Otten's there. Rashad White. They
So-
want to get Bucky involved in the pass game. You're right.
Big Bando, if you're competing,
He
I
said
would.
he just lost the chip. I love this guy because he's immediately in the lab. I
love
fucking
to
love
see
it.
Big Bando.
I would say
run
if,
it back with
Immediately allowed.
CMC. Run it back
Yeah.
with CMC.
Run it
yeah, I
back.
would run it back one more year with CMC for sure. I mean, if he could sweeten the deal somehow, maybe then you think about it. But that CMC just finished RB1 in fantasy, so you can't, man. I would ride that into the ground. I mean, he's a league winner if he stays healthy.
Yep.
I agree, by the way, on the CMC thing, which is great because I drafted him first last year and it was awful. So good.
Yeah.
Glad he's doing well.
You know
now.
how fantasy works, man. It's either this
One
year,
good year, one bad year. One good
Yeah.
year, one bad year.
Oh,
Dante,
so it's like Carolina's winning, right? Win,
It's-
loss, win, loss, win.
Like
loss.
Exactly.
the fucking Falcons, man. You never know. You just watch it and you pray and forget. Dante, what if he was to counter and say somebody like maybe an up and coming guy like I don't know. Somebody help me out here. DJ Moore, not up and coming, but like a value
Like a-
positional player.
Like I was thinking Travion Henderson, RJ Harvey, someone like that that's just getting their start.
Just Big Bando. Just counter with more. Worst they can say is no. Go look at their roster and see if there's anybody else you
Oh
like.
no! What about like a Luther Burden?
Yeah, maybe Luther Burden.
Young
There's
wide
still
receiver.
There's still a lot. I mean, he went absolutely nuclear in the fantasy championship, but a lot of mouths to feed. So
I love when young
Yeah.
wide receivers go crazy with young quarterbacks, though, because that's like a potential for
The
Yes.
future.
the future. So, he's coming back in here, just worried about his workload getting older, his body breaking down with the wrong turn, which is
I feel
true.
like Henry's the same
But
way.
you're
though.
also
Henry
investing
is
in
the same
Derrick
way,
Henry,
yeah.
who's literally getting he might get 65 carries Sunday night. I mean, let's be honest. That's the blueprint for them getting in the playoffs. They might do it. So I like McCaffrey as far as usage because he's not just running downhill every single play. I know McCaffrey's got that back issue still, but San Francisco figured out the recipe. So figure out if you can find some value in young players. Trevion Henderson, maybe Judkins, wide receiver base. We're looking at Burden. I mean,
those players are going to be those players.
Burden's a good one.
Those players are going to be hard to move in dynasty. So I mean,
well,
like I said, like
I
give me something
fuck,
else. If
weeks 1 through 5, he was a fucking he was a top 7 receiver. So we'll see. Now he's laughing at Dante. Just kidding. Big Bando,
love to
appreciate
see
you
it.
tuning in, brother. Sorry you lost in the chip, brother. I am there with you. So is
Wang.
Dante.
Feel you.
So Dante, go ahead, hit us with your who the hell you drafted next year, and let's hear it.
Yeah, give me Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
next year.
I fucking knew it. I knew he was gonna say Josh Allen.
I couldn't be on the other. I couldn't be
Look at
more
the
on the other
way-
side on this one.
I know, Ev, you just said look his performance last couple weeks, but he went off. He's gonna score you 2 rushing touchdowns almost every week. Look at this dude. He puts the team on his back. I'm so tired of the quarterback. Like I got Bo Nix. He'll have 30 1 week, and then he'll have 6, and then he'll have
Yeah.
5. It's like I just want a stud quarterback that has a floor of 15 and a ceiling of 50 points. I mean, I know it's a premium you got to pay, but I feel a lot better paying a premium on a quarterback than I do a tight end. Receivers this year, I'm scared off of them in the first round because the quarterback's too much of a factor there. You never know what's going to happen. Quarterback gets hurt, boom, there goes Justin Jefferson. There goes Jefferson. So you don't know. Jamar Chase, same thing. Running backs, who knows? We thought Bijan would be the guy. And then Algiers punching it in from the 5-yard line. So
fucking guy steals carries. As a fantasy football owner, you, Algier.
Yeah.
You know?
Give me
I appreciate you. You can totally
quarterback
beat me up in the fight, but fuck you.
You can build your squad around someone that you just know this is who my team embodies, Josh Allen.
Well, Dante, I had Josh Allen in the championship and I lost. So, I mean, it's just
sounds like you didn't put enough weapons around him, Ev.
I don't like Josh
You didn't lose because of Josh Allen.
I don't like
Are we talking about fantasy or the Bills in general?
Yeah.
exactly.
I've been saying my thing on the Bills too is I don't believe in it. He obviously rolled his ankle. I know they fought back, which by the way, we'll talk about that game, but that was fucking weird. Why would they go for 2? Dante, I hate to fade you there, but I do respect the fact that you're like set and forget. But if you can have like a Brock Purdy in the 6th round and then like a fucking Caleb Williams in the 8th, it's honestly more beneficial to grab some early targets early. And
I don't need Brock Purdy getting hurt, his elbow's broken, Caleb Williams throwing picks. No, I want a stud. I want the number 1 player.
Caleb Williams was my honorable mention, Dom. I mean, he's right up there with Purdy next year. I think there's just too many weapons in that offense to not be successful. A lot of weapons,
and Evan loves painting his fingernails. I'm not surprised he said Caleb Williams. Let me bring this up here. Big Bando's still in there. What do y'all think about CMC for Judkins and Mark Andrews? No, brother.
Worse.
We want Judkins and Henry.
And Ibuka.
And Ibuka.
And Ibuka, throwing your tight end, move on. I would fade Mark Andrews. He might be the next segment here.
I don't want any piece of that Ravens offense.
Right.
You know, I had some Zay Flowers shares, Sam, and he did actually okay with Lamar in full PPR, but
he helped me for a couple of weeks there in fantasy, and then everything kind of fell off the rails.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, he saved me a couple of times.
Yeah,
it was only game too, so I had to sit there like gripping my chair, hoping to God somebody threw something at him, and then you got it done.
Right.
I mean, we're talking about like while we're on the Ravens, like Lamar, I'm super scared off of him next year. Like,
did you see that article in the Baltimore Sun? I mean, it's one thing if a national writer talks about it, but like a local beat reporter is just like, bam, 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 bam. I mean, that's heavy.
What were they saying?
It's a team that's used to winning. So now, therefore, they're beating up on him. His participation was being questioned because of his back injury.
But that's what I'm saying. He had a back contusion, and in a damn near must win game. Like they can't afford to drop any games. He can't come back in. It's like, what are we doing? And then I don't know. It's a mess over there.
Here's the thing about the Ravens, though, is
I sent it backwards. In X, it's supposed to be the other one first, so my bad.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing about the Ravens. I don't care what anybody says. We're not trying to see them in the playoffs, bro. Harbaugh with a healthy Lamar, with a fucking downhill running Derrick Henry, with a 2 tight end set. Andrews, I still respect him, but Isaiah Likely coming on to his own. Yeah, no, give me the fucking Patriots. I mean, I don't need that coming into Denver. Maybe the Ravens are playing us all as fools. We'll see.
So you think they're going to beat Pittsburgh on Saturday? Yeah.
If I'm a betting man,
and you are
big
guilty.
I'm wondering. I'm pulling the trigger either way. If Lamar plays, big pull. If he doesn't play, then it's obviously the Steelers limping like Aaron Rodgers, limping his way into the playoffs and absolutely getting obliterated by the Texans, Chargers, whoever plays them. Could you imagine the Bills at Pittsburgh? I mean, we would be, as Bronco fans, huge fucking Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but And I hate when Pittsburgh comes to Denver, but yeah, you don't think Josh Allen would be licking his chops if he had to go into Pittsburgh? Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I selfishly need the Ravens to get in the playoffs because I traded Draymond Jones to him. He hit the 3 sacks I needed him to hit with the Ravens. And if they make the playoffs, the 5th they traded me becomes a 4th. So I need them to get in the playoffs. And then you can kick their ass.
Big Lamar.
I just need them to get out.
Big
but no,
Lamar.
That article was just interesting because a beat reporter is not just going to willy-nilly say that. He will lose his, credentials and whatnot.
Credibility,
So he's got sources, and I guarantee you there's some good ones if he's willing to bust out the machine gun in that article and start shooting. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I think this is the last Ravens game we see with Harbaugh and Lamar. Apparently, Lamar's going to be a Miami Dolphin.
Yeah.
Which
you think they're both gone?
Ridiculous.
That's a good topic. You think
I think they're both gone. I think they're both gone.
Listen, I will be up there in my blue RAV4 going, it's okay, John. Just hop in the car real quick. I'm going to take you back.
Big Harbaugh guy. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I would trade a first-round pick. I would trade your first-round pick, bring in Harbaugh. In 4 years, you'll be competing.
Sure, I need to help out my young quarterback, but John Harbaugh,
Yeah, your defense would be elite, even better. That defensive line would be even trouble.
Come on, bro. You guys got Shamir DK, Alec Iomanner making plays for you guys.
Iomanner needs to catch the ball more. Stop dropping it, please.
Dude, what do you want him to do? He lived next to me last week. Now he's on the field for Tennessee.
Oh,
just kidding. Let's get into that. Was a little jabs. Let's get into some fantasy duds. Ev, I want you to start. People that you're not touching with the 10-foot pole next year, fantasy football wise. I want you to go first because I know who you're going to say, and I might have to pivot. But
yeah,
you go ahead.
We got the same guy. It's CeeDee Lamb for me, dude. If Pickens wasn't there, this would be a different conversation. But he can't be trusted, man. He just can't be trusted. Semifinals, 6 receptions, 51 yards. Then in the championship, needing a big game. If I had made it, didn't make it. But 5 receptions, 46 yards, bro. That's a guy that I drafted number 2 overall, Sam, thinking this guy was gonna, pivot back, to a couple years ago when he was wide receiver 1 overall. But with Pickens there, dude. Pickens, Jake Ferguson, Ryan Flournoy. Who the fuck is that guy? Turpin. There's just too many mouths to feed on that offense, and he had some good weeks for me, but I can't justify taking him in the first round. If he wants to fall in the second, you can maybe talk to me. But if I can help it, I'm fading CeeDee Lamb in 2026.
Wow, I like that too. Here's the thing about that me and Evan were talking about it too, is the emotional roller coaster that is the Dallas Cowboys is honestly, and Evan's a Cowboys fan, believe it or not.
What?
He's already emotional watching it. For me, I get involved. Now you're dealing with this Dak shit. You're dealing with fucking it's not Stephen A. Smith, the other dick, Skip Bayless talking about it's just so much in your face, and you hear that he's going to go off and he scores you 9, and it's like you said that everything was going to align. And it's like Dak's having an MVP year, 9, and it's like, oh, now he's hurt. You sit him, and then he comes back 9. It's just
Pickens could be gone next year, right?
Now Javonte Williams all of a sudden is having a fuck him, by the way, but like a legacy year. This was
Javonte Williams.
This was supposedly going to be a CeeDee Lamb year. We knew that they would have to score a lot of points. His production.
You saw everybody saying having Pickens on the Cowboys is going to help Lamb, and it did not. It did not. No. That's the reason why Pickens is going to the Pro Bowl and CeeDee Lamb isn't.
I actually saw that some people are saying Pickens could go to the Titans.
No. Okay, I have a strategy for that. Well, we won't get into that. That's silly. I don't want to be like, let's talk about my team that's not doing anything. So the
go ahead,
when it comes to when you say CeeDee Lamb and this, it's like, boy, I've heard this before. Oh yeah, I heard it last year. Oh yeah, I heard it the year before that. Oh yeah, the wide receiver with a star on his helmet. Yeah, he's going to go off, and Dak's MVP, and all of this. I hear this every single year.
Everybody hears it. You're out in Tennessee. It's shoved down my fucking throat in Denver.
Oh yeah,
Wyoming
all the time. All the time.
Ridiculous.
It's very tiring.
But like you said, it's Dak. He gets hurt, right? And then that whole offense doesn't work. Or it's now CD's missing time 2 seasons back to back in a row. So it's just a bit of a gamble. It sucks because like you said, 2 years ago he was wide receiver 1 overall in fantasy, and I thought like, hey, maybe it's back. I know we'll get to our takes after this, Dom, because it has to do something with Dak. But I'm steering clear of CeeDee Lamb if I can. Like you said, lean on those wagons, those Bijans, those Trey McBrides. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
absolutely,
fucking goats, the goats that get you there. Which Dante, you can go up now, but I'm going to tell you a sentence real quick, and then it's your turn to give me your 10-foot pole. I stacked Dak and CD and beat Dickhead in the finals. Ed being the Dickhead. Shout out to Derrick Henry. I'm not even saying that it's CD. I still don't want it. It's a dynasty league, not a one.
It's funny because I had in Aces League, the one that I just won the championship. my two quarterbacks, Sam, Dak Prescott and Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh. Well.
So I mean, those guys delivered in a big way. Dante, what do you got, man?
I got a 2-parter here. They kind of go together, but I'm not drafting any rookies at all. And it's stuck in the back of my head. Dom saying one of these rookies is going to win you your league. Well, Ted McMillan went out there and shit the bed and lost me my league. Ashton Genty went out there and shit the bed and lost me my league. So
that was awful.
And then 2-parter for the Ashton Genty part is I'm not drafting guys on shitty teams because you just don't know what they're going to do. They've won 1 game and it's December. They're not playing anyone. They don't want Genty to get hurt. So I'm looking for guys next year that are on games that matter late in the season, high-scoring offenses, and they're proven to me. I'm sure there will be a rookie that's going to take off by storm next year. Jeremiah Love will go get drafted to the perfect RB fit team, and he's going to have 1,000 yards. I don't care. I drafted Genty over Puka this year. Horrible mistake.
Oh my God,
that's on me. I don't know why I did that, but I learned my lesson, and I will not be taking any rookies next year or guys on bad teams.
He's had enough.
If Jeremiah Love goes to the Vikings, though, I might consider it.
Oh, that's a big time running back.
Is he coming out next year?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
This year? Yeah. Okay.
I
knew there was some wondering. What?
I was gonna say
I would die.
I was gonna say never draft a Chief running back. Just pick up Kareem Hunt on the waivers when you need him. He'll get you 10.
Like 40-year-old Kareem Hunt.
I ended up doing that like twice. He just falls in the end zone, gets like 30 carries for 30 yards and a tutty. All right, could have been worse.
Honestly, if there was one rookie that won people their leagues, it might have been RJ Harvey. I can't think of another rookie out there that would have had a better performance down the stretch of the season besides RJ Harvey.
Well, so I love that, yes, because I was a Dobbins owner and I loved it. Obviously, the first 10 weeks.
It was a fun time. Yeah.
Was doing this.
Yeah.
I was trying to trade for Harvey because if there's one thing the Sun, there's a couple things in life, right? Guaranteed. 3 things. Ed's going to get drunk. The sun's coming up. Dobbins is not going to finish the season, right? It was clear as day. It's been clear as day. You hate to see it. The dude was producing, but he can never finish, man. He's like Dante in the bedroom. But my thing is, which is like an opposite joke, is Dante's running on 3 kids right now. Like, look it up. He's like, you want to test that motherfucker?
He can finish. It's confirmed.
Yeah. Like that was
triple look at him. Check that shit out. Just kidding. But I will say that I made a prediction and I said a potential league winner would be Omalion Hampton. Now, he got hurt, but I was able to slide in Vidal. Vidal had very productive weeks. So, was I right with the system? I was also banking on the system. I knew Harbaugh was going to just run downhill. So
Dante's right. RJ Harvey 6 touchdowns in the last 5 weeks. You can't.
I played him in both leagues.
Nice.
Sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Only guy rooting against the Broncos that week. Just kidding.
Disgusting.
Just kidding. Ev,
This is what fantasy
he's
football
not
does
kidding.
to you. This is what
Ev.
happens.
Ev, what's your other fantasy football one you want to get into? MVP or what do you want?
Oh, can
Yeah,
we do
so
it? I
I'm-
have a dud. I have a dud.
Go ahead, Sam.
I've had to put up with several. I have to add context to this. I've put up with several subtle jabs from Mac, who does the whole insult. And then he goes, "Just kidding, Sam. Just kidding."
Yeah.
After every time he says it, so he must pay the price. Evan Ingram, ladies and gentlemen, is fade him heavy. Fade. I picked him up thinking like this will be good when Trey McBride goes on a bye week. This will be fine. When Tyler Warren goes on a bye week. Not so. He's bad. It's
Horrendous
Biggest
year.
miss of the whole season for me was Evan Ingram. I thought for sure Sean Payton, Joker. That's all
I
we
thought
heard
it was
all
going to
season.
happen.
The Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't win, dude. He is non-existent. Couldn't even. It's like he's not even out there. I don't think it's him. I don't know if it's game plan. I don't know.
Do you think it's like
Bo just doesn't like him.
something like that?
Yeah.
Something.
I think it is system. Dante, you know it. Ev knows too. Sam, we're at the games and we've talked about we have so many substitutions coming in and off.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's these tight ends coming in and out. We're on a 3 tight end set. Fucking Evan Ingram's on the bench. Where do these tight ends come from? And we run a pass play, and it's just like it's kind of Sean Payton's fault. I don't think that it's Evan Ingram at all. I love that when he catches the ball, what he does with it. I don't think it's at all Evan Ingram. Dante might feel different, but
I agree.
Systematically, why would we get somebody like that? If we need like a Troutman or a Kroll, why would we pay an athletic tight end to come in here? Now, maybe does it help him out knowing that they're moving the defensive safety over a little bit and then that helps him? God knows, but fantasy-wise, 10-foot pole, don't touch him.
Yeah, it's just not happening. And his offensive snaps have gone fewer and fewer and fewer. But no, I was going to ask you guys that anyway, because you think something else is going on there? Is he pissed off?
I think
Sean
they use him
or
as a slot.
something?
They use him as a slot receiver. He shouldn't be labeled as a tight end because when they have a tight end, hand down on the line to block, it's not Ingram. He comes in on 3rd down, 2nd and long, and he's running routes.
Okay.
His route run percentage is super high, like one of the highest in the league, but he's just not getting the targets for whatever reason. He is a decoy. I will say that.
Right.
And he is dangerous when he does get the ball.
He's more of a mismatch in our scheme, which I'm not saying it's a crazy scheme that I agree with personally, but we don't utilize him. He's not at all frustrated from what I'm hearing. Dante, maybe you guys have read something. Totally fine with it. Looks like homie just wants to win. He does his part. He gets injured. He missed a couple games, but as far as fantasy football, I'm streaming Taysom Hill.
Sam, I'm just gonna do you one better. Don't touch any Broncos in fantasy, and you're gonna be fine. Like this is coming from a Bronco fan. I never touch any Broncos ever, and I usually do okay because they can't be trusted. I mean, they're 2 boomer busts, one good week, one bad week. Cortland Sutton's about the only person that you could really trust, and RJ this year. But yeah, I mean, I tend to just stay away from the Broncos because Sean Payton's offense, man, you never know where it's going, dude. It's we got Adam Prentice catching touchdowns for God's sake. So
it's like those old Patriots offenses with Bill Belichick, where you're like, this dude was literally selling phones at Verizon. Now he just scored 2 touchdowns. And,
you remember when Edelman was middle linebacker there for a little bit?
Yeah,
that was some crazy times, man. And doing a decent job. That's
when fantasy's different than real life NFL is right there.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's my one. Evan really disappointed me.
I was. Go ahead. Ev.
Yeah. Honorable mention, and Dom, your boy ETN is probably up there too with this guy. But Chase Brown, man, Chase Brown absolutely showed out in the semifinals. He gets you almost 33 fantasy points, and then in the championship gets you 30. I'm looking forward to drafting this guy more. They got Samaje Perine taking 3rd downs there in Cincy, but it doesn't matter, man. When Burrow's back and Burrow's healthy, Brown will produce in a good offense. I'm going to be looking to draft Chase Brown, depending on what they do in the draft.
You just said too many things, though. If Burrow's going to be healthy and if the Bengals can be competitive, which they can.
Hey, this has been the story of this fantasy season, right?
That whole division, by the way, has so much drama. You talk about drama with the Cowboys. You got Shadur. Shout out to them. I was on the Browns last week. I told myself never to bet them ever again. After a few weeks, I think they played
Unless
whoever
Pittsburgh plays there. That's
right.
what
And then I was like, you know what? Give me the Browns +3 money line. I think the NFL might have had something to do with it to make Sunday Night Football look better. Anyways, you got the Steelers drama, Tomlin. You got the Ravens drama, and the best 8-8 team potentially. You know, who knows what's going on there, man? Cincinnati, which right now on paper is one of the best teams in football. Like if that offense is rolling, like see you later. Like they beat us last year. Ev, you know that, Dante. Nobody wants to play the fucking Bengals. Luckily, fucking neither do they. They beat themselves. So, let's kind of spin this into like takes of the year. Dom knows what his is. Sam, did you have you think about a take? We'll go to you last, Sam.
Okay.
My take was, go ahead, fall asleep. My take was the Chiefs would not make the playoffs.
Yep.
Early on, absolute concrete. Now, everybody's just like, oh, Dom, Chulo got lucky. No, one, I knew the Chargers were going to be a problem. I knew the Broncos were going to be a problem-ish. I never expected, I'll let you guys know, I never expected them to have number one AFC plans, right? But I knew that the Chiefs were kind of broken in a way, like the offensive line, not as good. The defense, not as good. The front end on the defense, Chris Jones is great. Not a pass rusher. Their pass rushing options. So I knew third down liability would be a problem. I also thought that Andy Reid kind of got dependent on Mahomes, bailing him out, which is why I'm not a big fan of the Bills either. And I don't know. I just took that as my option. Strength of the division. Travis Kelce's not a weapon. He's more so of like a fucking squirt gun instead of
safety
done,
blanket.
Right? He's out, right? I think he's done. I think he's
definitely
coming back.
everything that I'm hearing, like how he's talking. Well, dude, if you had $1 billion in the bank and a country star, why would you even show up to this podcast?
I will say, boys, he's gonna witness an off season of marriage, and he's gonna be like, I'm going back. I mean, Philip Rivers fucking was just like, you know what? I'm 44.
He's got 19 kids though.
Let's go play some NFL football.
Kids are different.
No, I feel like he's gonna want to finish it right with Mahomes and give it one more shot.
Because I think, but the way
depleted
Kelce
snaps though,
Kelce was dropping balls and then they were catching it and then they would lose games. Like he was right. He was literally the reason why they lost multiple games.
He was just really
gray there.
He was just upset that Taylor Swift made him sign the prenup, which we all know.
I did see they're like the number 8 or 9 pick, which I don't love. But Mahomes coming off of an injury, I'm not going to talk shit, but he's not going to be as mobile. He is getting, older. Fucking guys younger than me. But what I'm saying is,
if they get Jeremiah Love, I will do harm to my body on my
Pacheco. Yeah. What about Pacheco? By the way, can we say like a big boo fucking to Pacheco? Or what happened to Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Shout out to my LSU boys.
I really thought he was going to be good. I really did. I loved Helaire.
Everybody did. From
Apparently his
LSU, I was
mentals
like,
aren't
oh my
there.
god.
He was decent.
PTSD.
He was decent for that.
He was fine. His first 2 years. A big one that I wanted to highlight for you, kind of a take of the year. I think I texted you this. Dak leading in pass yards. Jake Ferguson finishes as top 5 tight end.
Woo.
That's what I'm saying, baby. And do you remember you guys not filleting my ass? Like, just like, oh, this Cowboys fan, here we go. Like, Sam, first of all, I was born in Dallas. I'm a Bronco fan, but I still root for the Cowboys. They're my second team. They're my number 2. I got converted. What do you want me to do?
It's in your blood. Yeah, you can't help it.
But Dak leading the league in passing yards is absolutely insane. We thought it was going to be Stafford. Then he absolutely pisses down his leg against Atlanta the other night. I mean, it's viable for this to happen. Jake Ferguson, absolute tight end steal. I know he didn't do a lot down the stretch, but I mean, name me 4 tight ends that did, right?
Right.
So the process of elimination, and also Stafford ain't done yet. So maybe we could just like delete this sentence.
I mean, you're right. Dak has the Giants, who they're gonna definitely play. And then Stafford, I mean, it's gonna be up in the air. They're going to finish 1-2, but I thought that take by me was just completely surgical. I had him in the fantasy league that I won the championship. Dak won me a championship, Dom, and he also won you 1-2. So put some respect on his name.
Complete bullshit. Fuck the Cowboys. We move. Dante's. We love this one here. Seahawks to win the division. Totally out of left field. Not only have they won the division, they could potentially win the NFC. I will say, this is a Kenneth Walker podcast. Wait for him to get fully involved into Denver next year. Don't be stealing him, Sam. I know you guys are out on the look. But Seahawks and Jigba, they still have Donald. I just can't respect them. However, great pull. Really good pull for me, bud.
They got a good coach over there, good defense. Kind of like the old Seattle Legion of Boom days. That's kind of what they just need Darnold to not lose them the game. You know, let Njigba make some plays. Let your two running backs, whoever's the hot hand, take the lead, and then let's Darnold do enough to not lose us the game. And that's the formula for them. We'll see if it pans out.
Yeah, you could see. Sam, do you make any takes that you look back on? You're like, man, I was really wrong, or I was really right. I think we had you earlier on after the Titans game, week 1. Mm-hmm. You said, I do think the Broncos are a playoff team, which taps off to you. You know, we respect your input, but did you can kind of spin it to Titans if you want, in a way. If you had Titans predictions, like it's going to get ugly early, but finish better.
Give him the Daniel Jones. Give him the Daniel Jones one.
I was on a show on Updog Sports Network, and they asked me a dark horse take, and I said I think Daniel Jones is going to be just fine with Indy, and I even said it's later after week 5 when things will get tricky for him. So I nailed it. But
that's a bullseye.
Yeah, that I felt pretty good about that one. I remember because my in-laws are all Colts fans. And they were like, this season's washed. I can't believe they got Daniel Jones. AR isn't ready to go. We should be starting AR because he needs experience. Like they were like, if this season's done or whatever else. And I said, I think Daniel Jones is going to be just fine because he came from the Giants. And, people
thrive.
Yeah. People thrive when they're outside of Dayball's umbrella. So
I will say, Sam, you also came on week 1 Broncos Titans preview. And your Super Bowl pick for the NFC was the Rams. And I thought you were crazy, but that's looking pretty good. I mean, Falcons game aside, that's still looking like a really good take too. So shout out to you for that one.
Thanks. I stuck with it. I said Rams Bills at the beginning of the year. And
it's still possible.
It's still possible.
Pretty. Yep.
I think the Rams can be a very, very dangerous team. But I think when I look at the Bills, I kind of look at them and I say, no, is this the strongest team you've ever had? No, but look around you right now in the AFC. If it's not now, when are you going to do it? This is it. Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and if they don't get it, I would probably show McDermott the door after that if they don't get it there. So, but that's me.
That could be a potential hot take because, like, I could preach about the Bills for a fucking hour if I want to. Mm-hmm. They go superhero Josh
They're
Allen
an interesting team. They're like a paradox.
But,
you know.
Yeah, but I not to talk shit to Dante. I think the Falcons are a fucking paradox. Like, what is your offensive identity? Why isn't it Bijan? Now your defense is great.
Why is Raheem Morris still here? Why
is this guy? What does he even do? Is Kirk Cousins still on this team? Really? You know, it's just like, but I think the Bills are like Sean McDermott specifically. I think he goes superhero mode on Josh Allen. You know, he spent like the last 3 years developing a run game. When that doesn't exist, where does he go to?
Are you going to be Jack Nicholson?
Brandon Cooks. What do you expect?
Is he going to be Jack Nicholson Joker? You are my number one guy,
Dude, the guy, I don't know. McDermott came from, where did McDermott come from?
Defensive
guy. Where did he come from? He was
it Carolina? I think it was Carolina.
No, it wasn't Carolina. He came from a defensive mind. Andy Reid, Eagles, Jim Johnson. Bang. So, Andy Reid never won with the Eagles. Neither did McDermott. That's where McDermott came from. Anybody could Google that. I'll bet my left nut on it. I don't know. The Bills like to win.
He was with the Panthers and then the Eagles.
Boom.
Under who? Jimmy Johnson. Remember the Jimmy Johnson era with Andy Reid. Evan's too young. Anyways, let's move on. I'm just producing facts. We got 15 minutes here, boys. We want to come to NFL breaking news. Sam, is it your bedtime yet? You want to?
No.
Wait.
Hell
Wait,
no.
real quick, Dante, you got that ad for our boy?
Oh,
I got art
An
graders
ad.
to play. You got all the time in the world, baby.
we got an ad from my boy Anthony Apodaca. Yeah.
Whoa. Who?
It's 1-off plus, baby. Maybe
I don't know. You might have to do it. It's not in here anymore.
Ev, you might have to just wrap it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody.
One offs plus bottle lamps we lit. You can decorate your home, you can get them as a gift. You can modify your own, you can make them as you wish. You can get it for your parents or your homies or your kids. The lights are waterproof for that someone that you're with. We know you gonna shine, let us show them how you live. If you really about to glow, then we can show you what it is.
That's a banger. That's a banger,
Banger.
right there.
I actually sung that one, Sam.
Oh,
That
beautiful.
was your boy. So
I was gonna say.
big
Now-
shout
now-
out.
Now do
That
I
guy
want to
sounds
dance with
famous.
somebody by Whitney Houston. Go.
I got it. Let
That
me pull
guy
it up.
sounds famous.
He sounds
Notes.
like a big shot. Sounds like he's going places. You're gonna be a star, baby, a big star. You hear me?
Should have
Don't-
moved to Nashville.
I could have taken care of you. I could have been your overly intrusive but overly annoying manager with a cigar in my mouth the whole time. You
That'd
get
been
on
perfect.
stage. You hear me?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
on
I tr-
stage right now.
I tried to get Dom to do it. He was not having it. Too much stress.
I didn't want to shake my booty, man. I was too busy in the lab.
It's fair.
All right, so let's talk about some NFL breaking news here. I'm gonna skim through these. You guys go ahead and pop off on some sounds interesting. Steelers optimistic. TJ Watt will return. Punctured lug. Obviously, we know it's a must-win. I'm interested to see what's going on there. Notes just disappeared, Dante. Where are the notes? Got him again. All right.
Yeah, there
Lamar
they are.
Jackson status questionable. You know, I'm riding Ravens with Sam. I'm riding
I
Ravens
want
with
my
Sam.
fourth pick.
Steelers. How can you trust the Ravens? I mean, dude, Lamar, he doesn't want to be there.
Which is, yeah, I mean,
It's
I'm
weird.
just being selfish. I just want a 4th round draft pick. You know.
Rodgers,
I'm
this is
riding
his
with
last
Sam.
shot.
I want Sam to have it. I think the Harbaugh Ravens thing. Why the fuck would you fire John? That coach and
It's a
that
bad.
program?
It's a bad idea.
Maybe
it's
he
a
wants
really
to
bad-
leave.
Okay, so let me just play the point game here. I think Lamar is more so the problem. I don't think it's Harbaugh. You know, could they move at quarterback? Every team in the NFL that has quarterback issues now, including the Detroit Lions, by the way, could have had
Wow.
Sanders. Cowboys release Evan's cousin, Trevon Diggs. I heard something about this. He asked to spend time in Washington with his family. They said, no, you got to fly back with the team. Great. I get it. Schottenheimer's trying to be like, no, man, like, even when we lose, you got to be part of the team. He's like, if you fly me back, I'm going to take the first flight back. So just let me let me stay here. Boop, you're cut. Is this guy going to sign for the Bills and play cornerback for them? Or
I'd love to see it. He's on waivers, so he's got to get picked up on
Good
waivers.
sign.
But yeah, I think he said he wants to go to a contender. Why not take a chance on him? His problem is he's like Riley Moss on a more extreme level, to where he will get absolutely burned, or he'll make like a crazy interception. You don't know which one's going to be.
1 year deal
It's-
or like a 3-month deal, Evan, is it worth it? Would you want him in a Denver uniform?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Not Denver.
I'm
Because
I'm
he
good with it.
fucking loves the Cowboys. Evan
But-
does love the Cowboys.
But it doesn't matter because you're right. He's either going to be a Bill or an Eagle because the Eagles can't help themselves.
They
Like, they're just
can't.
going to be like, you know.
How he
so,
falls all over himself.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
or
so
a
it's gonna-
Oh,
Raven.
Or Raven.
Good.
The
Oh
Raven
my
that
God,
Ravens
yeah.
defense is bad though. Boy,
Jair Alexander. I saw wasn't Kyle Hamilton get hurt? Somebody else got hurt. Stephon Diggs facing felony charges, strangulation and an assault.
oh, is he gonna
In
miss
my-
the playoffs?
This was
Is he out?
December 2nd. This was December 2nd, by the way, which makes me think that it was Swept under the rug, boys. He's
NFL will
definitely gonna.
investigate.
He's definitely missing the playoffs.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen like The Other Guys, which is one of the best comedies of all time.
Great movie.
Like,
you can't even spell it, can you?
When Will Ferrell's like oh sorry, this is me, and he like hops in that singing Irish, like whatever the fuck it is, like at the bar when they're at the bar, and he's like, it was consensual. This is what this reminds me of. Like, this is like, I don't know, this is what it feels like. It's like, bro is dating Cardi B, just had a kid with her.
Kid. Yeah, they just had a kid.
I know it was his
Jordan.
chef.
My girl Jordan reminded me. She's like, start Diggs. He did deliver last week. You hate
this is going to be bad news for the Patriots. I think if he misses,
I think they're going to get in trouble for saying that they swept it under the rug. This issue came December 2nd, so it'd be interesting. Is he really that good?
Vrabel's a cheater. Vrabel's a cheater.
He has ties to it.
I'll jump on that. Yeah, screw that guy. Yeah.
Colts to start rookie, Notre Dame legend, Riley Leonard. Philip done. I did see he's done. He should be done.
Why not Anthony Richardson?
I think his eye is still busted. He broke his
Anthony Richardson broke his orbital bone.
I saw they activated his practice window though, so maybe he's not healthy enough. I don't know.
Broke his orbital bone with stretch bands. I think Anthony Richardson.
That is the definition of soft.
Big year incoming next year. Trillo bets. Big year incoming for Anthony Richardson with the Colts. Chargers. Oh, this matters. Chargers to sit Justin Herbert with some Chargers. So right off the top of the dome piece here, McConkey sits. Herbert sits. Derwin James sits.
Ooh.
Hampton sits. Broncos will do Bronco shit, Sam. I promise you this. We will make it a game with Trey Lance. Trey Lance, by the way, is going to, it's a lot of teams need quarterbacks. It's a potential interview. I still expect fireworks Sunday. Dante, if I'm the Chargers, I don't mind losing in Denver because I know I can win in Denver.
Well, I agree with the Chargers. Nothing to play for. We saw what Denver did last year versus the Chiefs when they benched their starters. Maybe Sean Payton actually did say he's still looking at this game as if it was a playoff game. He wants to get the boys tuned up, ready to go before they have a week off, and then they're in their Super Bowl run. So the spread's 12.5. It was 7, and they announced the starters, and it jumped to 12.5. But I think that 7 was because they knew they were most likely going to be the starters not playing. So we'll see what happens. 12.5 is a lot of points.
Quick question: After this season, do we have the infamous Greg Roman have a parting of the ways with the Chargers like he does everywhere else he's an offensive coordinator for?
He lasts a couple seasons and leaves.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm not wild about Greg Roman. He just never sticks it out. He just freaking leaves. He's like, see ya, bye.
Careful, he'll be the Titans OC next year.
You shut your mouth.
That would be nasty work. Real quick on this this Chargers decision to sit their starters. Is this kind of just like Jim Harbaugh saying, yeah, we'll go to New England. Like, we're not really scared of the Patriots because they have the number 32 strength of schedule. They really haven't played anybody. The Giants have more wins against winning teams than the Patriots. And go ahead.
I think Harbaugh is that kind of guy, though, that will be like, yeah, I want them. I want to take their head off. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to aim for the head of the snake. I'll show you. I'll do it with this team.
I don't know about you guys, but just give Drake May the MVP already, because if I have to see stupid-ass Patriots fans in the stands playing against the Jets, making MVP chants, I'm going to kill myself on live stream. So I just give it to May. I'm done with it. I thought Stafford would be able to figure it out, and he pissed down his leg the other night.
So here's my thing is, if the Chargers are sitting Herbert, okay, that means that they're comfortable. So that means Denver will win, right? The Broncos will win the AFC. Harbaugh is disrespecting Sean Payton in a way. Correct me if I'm over manipulating my own brain here. He would rather go to Foxborough, or he'd rather go to Denver than Foxborough. Or he's looking even more ahead. He doesn't believe in Foxborough. He thinks he would rather go to Jacksonville, right? So
we saw what
I think it's kind of a fucking jab at Denver. Is like, hey, if we beat you, you won't be the number 1 seed. Which if they were fucking 1-16, they would play us balls to the wall, just like the Chiefs did, to make sure that we don't get it. But now that they're in the playoffs, it's weird that the AFC West has come to this point. I think it's really serious. I think this is disrespectful to the Broncos because they're saying, we want to come to Denver. We don't want to start this motherfucker. We're confident in beating you. We've beat you every year since Sean Payton's been there. Jacksonville did it. We know we can do it better. I just want you guys' thoughts on that because that's how I look at it.
I think it's real quick. I just think it's more like Justin Herbert has a broken hand and just had surgery on it. Like, I think it's more just like, hey, they're not going to – the division's out of hand. You can't win the division. It doesn't matter. I think that's more of it. I think that team's banged up. They need let's give those guys an extra week, and then we're on to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm hoping Sean Payton goes in the locker room and gives the same speech Dom just did. So Denver blows the doors off him. But in reality, I think the Chargers just have nothing. They're literally nothing to play for. So let's not get Justin Herbert, injured, or maybe they're worried. Sean Payton's got a little bounty gate history, so you never know.
Ooh, bounty gate.
Take his ass out. The rest of the league does. We'll skim through some players here hurt and injured. Burden, the GOAT. A lot of fantasy teams won because of him. Carted off last play of the game for the Bears. More so of a maximum effort. You hate to see it.
I did see though, like after the game, he said, "Nah, I'm just tired." So I guess we'll just see. We'll see what happens.
Here's tapping the helmet.
Boy, if I got tired, I'd like to get carted off. That'd be great. I don't have to
take me right to the showers.
Sam. We'll make some calls, Sam.
Give me the air cast.
Couple tight ends. JT Sanders out. Don't start him. Steelers, Darnell Washington out. Broken arm. Don't start him. NFL announces Hall of Fame finalists.
Ooh.
Content.
What do we got?
Loading, processing.
Bang, bang.
Willie Anderson, Drew Brees.
Anybody on here that's a must put in? I think Eli's on is this his second year eligible? Maybe even more.
Vinatieri is a must put in for sure.
I agree.
Larry Fitzgerald, I feel is that it should go in as well.
So how many make it from this list? 2 or 3 or what?
Honestly, I have no idea if it's like a percentage thing or the NFL really kind of butchered the Hall of Fame stuff because of the speeches were going too long. Now it's like on streamed at 2 p.m. No one really cares about it anymore. So it's kind of a shame what they've done to it. But just some nostalgia here, looking at some of these names and just some dudes.
Okay, so I would say Willie Anderson, one of the potentially best right tackles in football in the history of the NFL. He's got to go. Larry Fitzgerald, because he's from Minnesota, never won a Super Bowl, never his fault. You could say the best kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri. I'll give you that. The rest of them, decent. Frank Gore did it because he played 38 years. So I consider him not that. Drew Brees, I just remember the Broncos literally breaking his elbow. I can't look past that. Shout out to him for winning the Super Bowl for the Saints. But,
Reggie Wayne's an interesting one.
Reggie Wayne, he was the second best receiver on that team. It was Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison was number 1.
Yep. Torrey Holt, not long enough. Luke Kuechly, potentially the best linebacker of all time. Retired too early.
Got beat
I'm
up.
gonna stick with Willie Anderson, who should have already been in it. I'm gonna grab Larry, the Minnesota God, went to Pitt, and I'm gonna grab the best kicker of all time.
Mr. Clutch.
I think Eli Manning gets into. I mean, he's got too many Super Bowls. He's got
but did you ever watch him play in the regular season?
2 Super Bowls against the greatest quarterback of all time. So it's
exactly.
And
he's Manning.
If it wasn't for Eli Manning, Brady would have more rings, and that's just bad news for us. So
Yeah, but fuck, man, Eli was. I don't care. I'll argue with Jamil too. He was never like a dominant MVP quarterback. You know, like the best of the best.
Yeah,
you know, Larry Fitzgerald was the best wide receiver for 8+ years in the NFL.
Yes.
Willie Anderson, I don't even need to say anything. You got, for those of you who don't know how big, and he was the best offensive tackle for 15 years. Vinatieri, my God,
Got to put some respect on Jason Witten too.
I figured Ed would say something. Yeah,
that's what.
Tennessee's own Jason Witten.
Yeah, Jason Witten's
yeah. What?
Garbage time.
Yeah, well, you know what? 74 touchdowns, 13,046 receiving yards.
Playoff wins?
1,220 receptions.
Playoff wins? Minimum. He even had Tony Romo. I'd put Tony Romo before Jason.
I love Romo.
All right, let's move on to NFL playoff seeding.
Don't get me started.
He's just hurting you. Don't give in to him.
I mean, I would put Marshall Yonda before him. I respect offensive linemen now. I'm a big Sam. You should be a part of that too. Build it from the ground up.
Oh yeah,
incorporate
the backbone of your offense, right? Yeah.
You have to, especially with the young quarterback. Okay, my God, boys, here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna let Evan start it off first since his Cowboys are out. What do you guys think here?
So what does this look like? Like, after what I'm wondering is what this looks like after week 18.
I think it's almost pretty cemented as far as like the only changes is the Bucks could get in over the Panthers,
Ravens
could get in over the Steelers, but I think most wild card spots are pretty locked in.
So if the Ravens win on Sunday night, they take the Pittsburgh seed.
Yes.
Yeah, they'd be the 4 seed because that's a division, so top 4.
Oh, that's gross.
The thing that interests me is a lot of rematches. You know, Bills, Patriots, they split that series 1-1. We saw what the Jags did to the Chargers and beat the shit out of them a couple weeks ago. And then on the NFC side, Bears, Packers, they've just played rematch there. And then Eagles, Rams is a really interesting one, especially having to go to Philly. Unfortunately for the Rams, the home field advantage was going to be big for them for Stafford playing in a dome. Now you have to go to Philly, potentially in a, who knows what the weather will be like outdoors. That's tough. This is really lining up nicely for these 1 seeds, though. Seattle and Denver are probably the 2 biggest places I would say you do not want to have to go into and play just because of their crowd. I mean, it's the 2 best or 2 loudest crowds, I would say, in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Sam, what do you think about this current playoff bracket? I know that we talked earlier, Broncos probably beat the Chargers, so they would slip to the 7 seed.
Right.
But I mean, anything in the NFC that you're seeing any teams you're not believing in? Because I really don't know. Personally.
Yeah, the NFC is so crowded and whatnot. I'm kind of enjoying Carolina this year, so I kind of hope they beat it. They're a young, scrappy team. I like it, but even if they do win, even if it is Tampa Bay, or the Panthers, really, they're getting bopped by San Francisco pretty quickly. I think there's no stopping it. They're not
or Seattle. Or Seattle if they make it.
Seattle.
Look at what Seattle did last week 2 weeks ago to Carolina.
Can you imagine if San Francisco loses to Tampa Bay or Carolina? Golly, the Shanahan will.
That'll be 14 points. I mean, that's a wrap. Yeah.
Sam, this one probably is a little bit more interesting to you. Current NFL draft order here.
Where am I?
Titans looking out number 4. Raiders, Fernando Mendoza, come on down. You are a Las Vegas Raider.
God bless you, son. Yeah. God have mercy on your soul.
He has a nice family. Pray for that man.
Yeah. That man has a family.
That man has a family.
Yeah. Interesting here, though. I mean, it's crazy to see the Chiefs that high up there.
It is nuts. I still didn't think they would make it even after Mahomes' injury. I thought they'd be in the teens. I really did.
Giants is a scary one too because they got a pretty good roster once they get everyone back and healthy. Now they get to get They'll probably get the best player in the draft, honestly, because the Raiders will take Mendoza, but he's not going to be the best player.
I wonder who the coach is going to be.
I hate to talk shit against Sam, but if I'm a head coach or a future head coach, I'm kind of leaning New York. I know the pressure's there, but Sam, what's going to sell you on like come to Tennessee rather than New York? You got Scatterbo, you got a young quarterback. I know the GM for the Giants would make me never ever go there because the dude's got his head so far up his own ass.
Asking his kids to draft.
Yeah, hey, who should we draft? They're like Jaden Daniels, and he drafts fucking, and then he trades Saquon the next day. Like one of the worst things ever. But Sam, like the Jets, we just eliminate them. They're not even like a real thing. They're like Fugazi.
They're taking Ty Simpson.
You know, whatever. But
oh god, yeah. Wow.
I like what you guys got. You know, this is your spot here, Sam. So I like what you guys got going on, Cam Ward. He needs weapons.
Jeremiah
Is there a
Love.
wide receiver? Is there a wide receiver?
Love.
Jordan Tyson.
I got one.
I want
USC.
Tate over Tyson. I think Tyson's too injured too much.
You want
Carnell
Tate?
Way too injured.
I want Tate.
No, you want the kid. He's not lime, but he's lemon. He goes to USC. Throw him the ball 30 times a game. He's scoring twice.
Thank you for
that
telling
guy
me
so much.
what I want.
Would you trade down QB needy team? Maybe let's say you're the I don't even know a team on here.
You could go offensive tackle. You know how they always pop in.
You
draft
could
a quarterback early, then you go. I don't know the status
they
of
got
your, like, your offensive line.
But no, Skronsky's a guard, but thank you.
Oh, they moved him to guard?
Yeah. Here's the thing. So ever since the bye week, the offensive line has played better too. Right. So J.C. Latham finally decided to get his head out of his ass and play, right tackle. And maybe look, anything is great or whatever, but I think the first thing you have to do if you're the Titans is you have to take care of that young quarterback. I don't want to hear edge. I don't want to hear safety. I don't want to hear any of that. I need to help this young quarterback. I need a wide receiver. That's the way I look at it.
See, Giants might get the best player in the draft. Caleb Downs, the safety from Ohio State. He is a weapon. That might be a really good fit there. But Titans got to be looking at their chops because you got to think Jets and Raiders are going QB. So you're going to have your pick at probably, if not the best, second best player in the whole draft. Or you trade down, get some picks.
If you trade down and the package is great, awesome. Cool. More power to you. I have no qualms about it.
The Browns will trade up to draft someone they could have got 10 picks later. So.
They could. The only question I have with the Browns is: are we just going to flood your roster with quarterbacks again? It's going to be really interesting if they do.
No, they got Deshaun Watson coming back next year.
Do you think Stefanski is gone? Do you think he makes it, or you think he's done?
Would you take him in Tennessee?
Stefanski, I find him intriguing. I don't hate it. I mean, it's hard to say that just looking at because the Browns look so bad, but at the same time, has he really gotten a fair shake with the Browns? It's an interesting question. I don't hate it. Let me put it to you that way. I don't hate
the Browns are the biggest fucking what the fuck in the NFL. I mean,
I don't know.
At least you could look at this and you could say the Giants, not bad. Vegas.
Can I say this? If it's Mike McCarthy, if the Titans hire Mike McCarthy, it's a wide receiver at number 4.
Yeah, I would go there. Get him some weapons. You have Gunnar Helm. I know we
love Gunnar
about DK, Ayunmar, whoever the fuck is out there.
Ayo Manor.
Get Calvin Ridley the fuck out of there.
No, he's gone. $13 million added to the cap if you cut him before June 1st. He's gone.
I do gotta say, Sam, I don't know if you watch much Pat McAfee's show, but
I do.
McCarthy goes on there, and the more I hear him talk, the more I think he is just the biggest idiot out there. And I like what the Titans have going. I like the Titans in general. They're getting new jerseys. They're getting new stadium.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Plug Mike McCarthy in just so you can win 8 games and not, you need
someone
that can
play
build
defense.
the future.
So who do you want? Who do you want, Dante? Come on, for the Titans.
Well,
Vance Joseph.
No, you got to get.
You better
crazy.
Do a check on me if they do Vance Joseph.
And this just backfired for them, so I can understand. NFL teams, they go one direction than the other, so they might not want the hot offensive coordinator. But I'm looking at Cliff Kingsbury and then Joe Brady, some offensive coordinator names. I'm calling first. I'm calling Harbaugh. I'm calling the Browns for Stefanski. I'm looking at one of these proven coaches, and then I'm going the Hall offensive coordinator. I'm not going retread. This is your fourth team. The game's passed you by. Jim Nagy or whatever, I don't want any of those dudes for Titans. I want something exciting.
So I understand the excitement level, but they are going to retread here. And I'll tell you why. Because they tried brand new with Brian Callahan, and he was awful. It was absolutely a horrible experiment. So as much as I like your excitement, I would love a Clint Kubiak. I would love it.
Yes. Clint Kubiak.
Yes.
Right. Cisco. If we're talking anything, I hate to interrupt. It's got to be Clay. It's got to be Clay, Sam. I'm bring him in there, draft a little high, give him some offensive weapons. Your defensive front seven, by the way, kept you in some games.
Is Jeffrey Simmons a free agent?
No, we had him locked down for a 6-year deal.
He's got the jersey. He sleeps in it every night. I would too.
He straight up got in a press conference and said, "I don't want to leave. I love it here."
I saw on Twitter someone's like, "Should we bring back Jeffrey Simmons?" Like, why would you not? I mean,
don't listen to them. He signed a 6-year deal last year. He's not going anywhere. And then Borgonzi got in front of everybody. Did a nice impromptu. Just showed up and said, "Hey, this is why I traded these guys. This is what I'm working on." And they go, "Who's available?" He goes, I will trade anybody but Cam Ward, DK, and Jeffrey Simmons. Those were the three names.
Why the hell didn't
Carroll might be available?
You guys should have traded Calvin Ridley for like some Tide Pods.
I think they looked at Cam or Ridley and watched all of him to drop passes 50 yards down the field that Cam was hitting him in the breadbasket. And I think that scared a lot of people off. He was also injured and on and off the roster all year. So I think they were just like, all right, well,
he did that in Atlanta too.
Yeah. And this is also it's really interesting to me because like whoever this coach is or whatever, this is Borgonzi's first big, this is it, right? Like this is going to be
career. Yeah.
This is the career right here. I hate it for him, but at the same time, like you're paid $10.5 million to make these decisions. So here you are.
Two top 5 picks, one of them being number 1 overall. Yeah, this one, top 4, potentially 5. If this team isn't better in 2 years with that defense, though, it's a problem.
Sam, so how many years does Cam Ward get? Is it 2? Are you putting the 2-year cap on this kid?
I would say 3. Personally,
3 years. Okay.
Yeah, I think they go 3 here. But I think you get a pretty good feeling for. I mean, like despite the exceptions, right? Like Sam Darnold that came out of the woodwork, Baker Mayfield that came out of the woodwork later. I think year 5. But
look at Bryce Young though. Bryce Young would be the comparison that I would want you to think of. Like next year, say I'm not beating a dead horse. Next year is not going to be great because of that roster. Offensive line needs some work. Invest in it.
Look, if you get 8 wins,
needs work.
Yeah, if you get like 8 wins next year, you're a hero.
Major victory.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Major victory. Yep. Then 3rd year, if he doesn't deliver, then it's like, all right, man. Well, hey,
if I'm an NFL franchise, I'm taking the upside of Cam Ward over Bryce Young right now.
I am. I think Cam has a better arm. But the name to keep the eye on. Don't forget Arthur is not an exciting name, but he spent 18 years here as an assistant, started getting coffee here, and then worked his way up the chain. Survived all the coaching. Yes, survived all the coaching changes. Didn't get any special treatment, and made it all the way up. So that is somebody to keep an eye on because he knows everything and still lives here.
Right. You can't tell me if they hire Mike McCarthy or Arthur Smith or Nagy that you're going to be like, woo, I'm excited. This is going to be it's like, that's like, hey, they just did this so we don't embarrass ourselves for the next 2 years.
It so many times. It's like the Mike McCarthy thing is like when the Cowboys hired him, I was like, it's going to be entertaining.
3 12-win seasons, though.
It's
3 12-win seasons.
Yeah, but it's not going to get you to where you want to be,
Sure. And I get all that, but like, look, these 2 years have been really rough. You need to get wins.
Dude, we've had 10 of them. Dude, we've had 10 of them. Nathaniel Hackett, please. I'll Venmo you $50 if you guys hire him.
Look, I would love, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's Salah. It wouldn't surprise me if it's somebody like that. But like at this point, who the hell are we to turn our nose up at anybody? Like seriously. Like Callahan was that bad. It has gotten that bad. We got to have something here. And I agree with you about like the McCarthy thing. It's not sexy or whatever, but we got to have something.
And so what's best for Cam too, though, real quick, F, is the worst thing you could do with a young quarterback, let alone the number 1 overall pick that's a quarterback, is fire his fucking hole. You don't want to change the schemes and the systems. They did it right away. You know, that's why I think Cam's starting to get better. Because he's used to like some sort of consistency. Next year, the problem is you're going to hire like McCarthy, and it's going to be something new. That's the worst thing you can do for young quarterbacks. It's proven 100 times in a row.
Sure, but you can get around that a little bit by like the guy calling plays right now is his quarterback coach, a guy by the name of Bo Hardigree, who actually is from here.
Hardigree,
which is So you could work something out and be like, hey, Mike McCarthy, but Bo is still going to be your guy in your corner to help you through this, a familiar voice for you. And look, I can't lose Bones as special teams coach. It's one of the only bright spots that we've had all year. Bones has got to stay. So, but yeah, look, I get it, guys. I get everything you're saying. I understand it's not sexy or whatever, but it's up to Borgo here, and Borgo so far has gained our trust as far as look at the draft class he just did. He's hit on several guys. So like the keys to the Corvette's in his hands. So got to do what we got to do. So that's where it comes.
Coming in.
Yeah, new stadium.
You got to be good by 2027.
It sounds like
I got my seats.
Sam, it sounds like you want the Titans to grab a wide receiver 1, right?
Yes.
That's kind of what I'm hoping the Broncos do. I mean, I know we're picking later in the draft, but the Broncos don't tend to do that.
Do you want to trade?
Not this year.
Dude, we'll be picking 30 seconds, Sam. What do you want us to do? Come on.
Hey, Sam,
you're right.
Talk to us in 2027, brother.
Okay. Well, according to Chat GPT, I'm winning the Super Bowl in 2033. I don't know if you saw my little joke. I didn't know if you saw the joke.
Who's the coach? Joe Schmo?
I don't know.
It's Mr. First Down. That's who.
Yeah, it's me.
It's Mr. First Down.
Shut up, Cam, and listen to me. God dang it. I'm like,
defensive coordinator.
Throw the fucking slant route. Damn.
Slants.
Run it. Run it.
Sam, this is your Madden playbook, and it's working. Anyway. But
Calvin Ridley, Super Bowl. Fucking 63 MVP.
Stop saying Calvin Ridley. He's dead. He's a dead man.
I can't take any more Calvin Ridley talk, dude.
Me neither. It hurts me. It makes me sad. Every time you mention Calvin Ridley, I die just a little bit inside.
Dude,
just a little bit.
So do I. I'll put my legacy on the line with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I heard Evan.
I hope the coach is exciting, guys. Okay. If it's Clint Kubiak, I'll be sending you thumbs up emojis.
And we
love Kubiaks over here.
And we can all confidently draft Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, and they will produce.
They both need to go too.
Pollard will be gone. I think Spears has one more year on his rookie contract. I could be wrong.
Jeremiah Love, come on.
I want to say a name to you, Sam.
Sam.
I want to say a name to you just because I like ending conversations knowing that I've educated Dante.
Hippie Longstocking.
There's a dude named Mike LaFleur.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator for the Rams. He's young. However, my God, he took a 48-year-old Matt Stafford, led him to an MVP caliber season. The NFL loves the Sean McVay system. So if it's not Clay, I'd look there, and I would love that for you. Just seeing new energetic stuff like that.
Chris Shula is on the list too, the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Wasn't Callahan a McVay system guy?
Callahan,
Zach Taylor.
Yeah, but he was retarded, like he didn't know what was going on.
Jesus.
Come on. I could say that word. Dante's cousin's retarded. I could say it.
Cram up your cram hole, LaFleur.
LaFleur sounds like some sort of Bond villain. Like, it's the end of the line for you, LaFleur. You know what I mean?
Nah, just keep your keep your eyes peeled. I know the ladies keep their eyes peeled for Matt LaFleur.
But hey, I'll be in Pittsburgh for the pick. Like I go to the drafts, as you know.
Yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna give you a Crew Talk sports hat. You gonna wear it?
Oh, sure, I'll wear it. I'll put it under the big foam hat and go, "Hey guys, it's me," and just put it back in.
Yeah,
there you go.
When the Broncos pick, you can just take it off and be like, "Lemon, Trillo was right."
If it is
Lemon
Mike
from
McCarthy,
USC.
if it's Mike McCarthy, I'm going to send y'all the crying Indian meme when you litter on the side of the highway.
Do you boo Goodell when he goes on stage?
Actually, I do. I got to meet Goodell, and he was like when we had the draft in Nashville, and he was like super cool.
Wouldn't you be cool too if you're making $36 million a year?
I guess so. And I'm like, I'm sorry you're going to get booed on. I said, I'm sorry you're going to get booed on it. He's like,
he likes it. He's like,
yeah, bring it. Yeah, bring it on. It's fine with me.
It's a tradition. It's like one of the best traditions in sports. It is.
He goes, hey, there's nothing you could do. It'll be fine. And he just kind of walked out there. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah.
He's like, it's not worse than the Jets naming their first pick.
God dang it.
He's like, just wait. Then the Jets pick their first pick and I have to announce that. Then I really get booed.
Is there any more hopeless situations you see right now than the Raiders and Jets? I mean, it looks just god-awful.
Pete Carroll's getting fired.
You think so?
I think Pete Carroll's lost his step in terms of like.
No, he's 80 years old.
He can't coach it.
What do you expect?
The whole
he walks like this. He walks like this.
He's not chonking on do the chomp on the gum real quick. He's not doing it that much.
He still chews gum like a motherfucker, bro. But
Does he?
I mean,
I haven't seen it.
That was one of my other bad calls. I thought he would have the Raiders respectable this year. And
I did too.
Didn't.
Yeah, I thought he was going to put a steady hand. They would run the football, and Geno would kind of keep it going. Geno has been just. He should have written back this time. Let's just say that
he should have. I have some Raider fans on the wife's side of the family, and I just met up with them recently, and they were just like they just threw their hands up. I don't know what to do, and I'm like, well, get ready for.
Like you didn't even talk to him. You just opened the door. They're like, I don't know.
They're like, you're right. I have no idea what's going on and where to go from here. It is completely disgusting over there in Vegas.
They got Ashton Genty, biggest bust ever of a running back.
Hey, what about real quick for my my two Broncos fan co-hosts, Breece Hall, free agency. Breece Hall or Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker?
It's got to be K9. Real quick, I talked to a Jets fan. I told Evan this story. In the Uber from the airport to my house, this guy said that this guy's Jets, Jets, through and through. Kenneth Walker is only limited because of his carries. No big injuries. Breece Hall's had a couple ACL injuries, including one early in his Iowa State days. Give me the young bull. Shout out to Sean Merritt, by the way, because Kenneth Walker will take over games. I think the Seahawks are in the position that they're in, and they haven't even unleashed the beast.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker, I'd probably take him too, just because he'd fit with Harvey a little bit more. Breece Hall, he's almost more like Harvey. He's good out of the backfield.
I think Breece is going to be in a Titans jersey, by the way.
I really do.
No, you're getting.
That'd be a good fit.
You can get Breece Hall. That's fine.
I think he will be. My plan was.
You're re-signing Tony Pollard.
Oh,
yeah.
Great. So,
sure.
The last 5 games of the season, I'm going to be killer in the run game. I can't wait.
He's had a fine year. You guys will draft a running back in the second.
Unless you get Jeremiah Love. Unless you get Jeremiah Love.
So what I want to do is I'm sold. I'm drafting a wide receiver in the first round. I'm getting Alec Pierce from the Colts for my number 2, and I'm putting DK at slot. That's what I'm doing.
Thank God you're not in charge, Mr. First Down, Sam.
Alec Pierce.
We'll let you know what to do.
I gotta fix things around here. Yeah. Somebody took a dump in this place, and I'm the fucking janitor. All right.
All right. Well, hey, we're at an hour and 45 minutes, Mr. Sam. We appreciate you, Mr. First Down.
Hey, appreciate it.
We got to get it. Dante's falling asleep over here. We got to get into college football picks. Sam, we're going to keep you on board. if you got 15 minutes,
Sure.
we would love your input here. Real
Sure.
quick, we'll talk about breaking news. Dante, you can reiterate this. Michigan hires head coach Kyle Whittingham. My God, from Utah. Sam, I was at the Muse in Utah. Kind of crazy, deserving, great hire for Michigan. Dante, what's your thoughts on that real quick? Boom.
Yeah, interesting one because so Utah named their defensive coordinator the head coach in waiting 2 or 3 years ago, and Whittingham just would not retire. And he actually retired at the end of the season, said he doesn't want to be somewhere where he's not wanted anymore. So it was kind of like, it sounds like they separated ways. Perfect guy to fix Michigan. They've had so many culture issues since Harbaugh left, even while he was there. But I mean, multiple arrests every single season, staffers, players, top-down reset. This is a guy that's going to come in and just be no nonsense and kind of get them back on the straight path a little bit, if you will.
In my opinion, too old school for the Michigan ways. Moving on. Marcus Freeman, speaking about potential offensive head coaches, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved to have Marcus Freeman as a head coach. Ev loves Jordan Love, which means he loves Marcus Freeman as well.
Love, loves, love.
Sam, would you have taken Marcus Freeman as your head coach?
I don't want any college coach. I'll be straight with you. I don't want any of these college coaches.
I thought he would have been really good fit for the Giants.
That
was the rumor, though. Just basically, the college systems have ruined a lot of NFL players coming out, especially wide receivers and offensive linemen. So I don't want any of those systems. I don't want any of that cockamamie stuff here.
That's a lot going on. I agree with what you're saying. Northwestern hires Chip Kelly as offensive coordinator. Can we pour one out to the Eagles legend, Chip Kelly?
Empty?
Mother of God, Evan. This guy had LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, and Michael Vick at one point. Didn't make the playoffs. Those who know ball remember.
Cueing that the video of like Skip Bayless choking. That is Chip Kelly.
Yep, Chip Kelly can never get it done.
Dante,
you might have tell me out with this one here. Iowa State, 16 kids on roster after 42 enter the transfer portal. Campbell obviously is leaving for Penn State. One of my buddies out in Colorado, big Iowa State kid, went to Iowa State, graduated out of Ames. He loves the college basketball aspect. Pissed that man Campbell took the team with him, Dante.
Yeah, you might want to call your buddy and check in on him because Iowa State football, they were like the most consistent thing for the past 10 seasons with Campbell at the head there. I mean, he goes to Penn State. Your boy Rocco Beck in the transfer portal. Everyone else in the transfer portal. Literally 16 guys left on their entire roster right now. Couldn't play in their bowl game, had to opt out. Just kind of the world of college football we live in right now. So tough for Iowa State for sure. Can't blame the kids though. Would you want to be in is it Ames, Iowa? I wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
Ames,
definitely
Iowa. A lot of lakes, a lot of corn.
Sam, I have a question for you, Sam, real quick.
Sure.
Does Carson Beck look like a serial killer? Because I
thought he was one.
I've been trying to like pin the Idaho State or Idaho murders on Carson Beck. I think he's the one that FBI should be looking at.
Look at those cold, dead eyes.
Dude, they're cold, they're dead. He looks like a complete killer.
He gets in front of the microphone.
He looks like that guy from the Goonies.
I don't. Yeah, he is. I don't know.
I don't know why you guys are
pleases
talking
me,
good
sir.
about my boy Carson Beck. Let's pull out the notebook here where we got our pick'ems. Sam, I was right about Alabama beating Oklahoma. A lot of people, including Dante, had Oklahoma.
I definitely had Alabama. They were my preseason pick for the championship.
Okay, well, Evan had Texas A&M.
Ouch.
I also had Miami.
I'm
going to stick with my guns here. Dante had Texas A&M. I'm looking good here.
You're going with the serial killer.
I hate to brag here. I'm going to give you my picks here, Sam. We'd love your input as well.
Sure.
Ohio State rolls Miami. I don't know if you guys watched the Miami-Texas A&M game. I thought that Miami could beat Ohio State. Wasn't a big believer in Texas A&M. What a fucking snooze fest. I fell asleep. My daughter woke me up and said, hey, who's winning? Nobody fucking knew. It was 3-3 at half. I think Ohio State rolls. Offensive wide receiver is going to be a problem. Give me Ohio State. Georgia obliterates Ole Miss. Team total, real quick with team total with Georgia, 24.5. Everybody and their mom should take everybody in their cousin's phone and bet the team total over Georgia. They roll. Indiana beats Alabama. Oregon, Texas Tech. I love it. Give me Oregon.
Why do you think Indiana beats Alabama? By just asking.
Okay, because Sampson got sacked 10 times in 3 games. Indiana's coach, by the way, I think potentially is the best coach in college football.
He very
if you don't know him, if you don't know him, Google him. Just saying. I think Sampson, Alabama, they've been limping through. They should not have won last. They were down 17-0. Oklahoma dropped the ball out there in Norman. Indiana rolls, I think, potentially. The spread 6.5. I'm all over that. It's the best team in college football. I'm all over Indiana.
So I look at Alabama and I agree. I think Indiana wins. I don't know if they win by multiple touchdowns or whatever else, but I don't think Simpson's ready this year. I think he's going to be ready next year if he's going to be ready.
He might be drafted, right, Dante?
That's right. He very well could be drafted.
Yes.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. By the Browns for another.
Fuck yeah! What a surprise, right?
But I happen to agree. I think Indiana wins this game. I think it's going to be tight. Do you think that gets Alabama's coach fired? Do you think that'll do it?
No. I think he was on the hot seat earlier this year, but he ended up stringing up some big wins. The Oklahoma win a couple weeks ago definitely cemented the fact that they'll bring him back.
What if the Hoosiers put 3 on you, though? What if you lose by 21?
I think they will. And I think you keep them there for one more year just because it's Bama. And they snuck in.
To quote Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast.
Give me the Tide. Give me Alabama. I mean, I will say I do think there is something to this. But these guys haven't played a game in a month. This whole long break layover. Alabama just played Oklahoma. Jam Miller's supposed to be back. Ty Simpson's looking good. They got weapons at wide receiver. Their defense is good. I think Alabama can get it done. I saw someone out there put Indiana's never played anybody like Alabama. The Indiana coach was pretty offended by that statement.
Oregon,
bulletin board material.
They didn't play Penn State. They didn't play Oregon. I mean,
Ohio State. I mean, I'm not saying
they didn't play Ohio State.
I'm just telling you what the streets are saying. But
the streets, my friend, the streets.
Give me Alabama. I picked them in the preseason as my champ. I like Oregon. I like Alabama. Kind of like the underdog mentality. Texas Tech, I know they've got the pretty oil money roster, but Dane Lanning's going to have those boys fired up. I'd like to see Ole Miss come out and do something against Georgia, but I think that Georgia team's really good. I agree with you there on the over on the team total for Georgia. And then give me Ohio State. I think Carson Beck's going to piss down his leg and throw the game away.
That's Evan's boy. Ev, you got Miami over Ohio State? Because I did, but I changed it after watching Carson Beck, and I was like, this guy looks like Evan too much. Give me Ohio State.
You're like he looks like Seth from Ice Age, like we said before. It's just he can't be trusted, dude. I'm rolling with Ohio State, dude. Come on.
Sus.
Georgia, Ole Miss. Chamberlain, by the way, and Ole Miss. Now they beat Tulane. I would have loved to see Vandy in that Tulane spot, Dante. My God. Could you even imagine? It'd be Vandy, Georgia, and we'd be wearing Diego Pavia jerseys right now. Anyways, Georgia, Ole Miss.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Still rolling with the dogs, man. Give me Georgia.
Go Dogs. Indiana, Bama.
Go Dogs.
Give me Bama.
Oh, upset alert, Sam. I'm gonna need you out of my back. Oregon, Texas Tech.
Give me Texas, the last Texas team in this motherfucking bracket. Let's go, baby.
I don't trust Oregon.
To hear it. Love the analogy. What you got here?
I don't trust Oregon at all. Not by the only thing that's wrong is he's smiling there. He doesn't smile.
No, he doesn't because he's a cold-blooded
You're telling
killer.
me you're picking this guy against Ohio State?
And then he's tatted, right?
He kills people for fun on the side. It's great.
All right, let's run from top to bottom here. Ev, who you got winning the natty right now? My brother, my twin, Carson Beck. Go you. Give me the you.
My brother, my twin.
It's hard to say, boys. It's hard to say. Do I have Ohio State going back to back? No, I can't do it. Give me. This is gross. Give me Georgia. I'm rolling with the dogs.
Georgia.
Ew.
Dante, you're rolling with it. You got to stick with it. You know what you're saying.
Yeah, I gotta stick with Alabama. It sucks because my second team would be Oregon, so someone from that side of the bracket for sure.
Okay.
Georgia's gonna be there though in that championship game though. Like I'm pretty confident in that.
So maybe boys. I know we were talking about Fernando Mendoza, #1 pick overall, but does it come down? Does it come down to who wins the championship?
No, never. It never does.
I might rather have Ty Simpson.
Dante Moore's getting some pretty big draft hype right now too. The Oregon quarterback, kind of a late riser. Something to keep your eye on there too.
The Raider fans in my family were like, I don't want nothing to do with Dante Moore. He's a little guy.
He's a little guy. He ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't necessarily like.
He's not an
Mendoza.
autumn wind like
Yeah, I
that.
haven't done enough.
Kirk Cousins 2.0.
Fernando Mendoza is Kirk Cousins.
He kind of gives me like that. I don't know, man. I mean,
The
they
ick.
just win though. I hate
One
to
good
knock
year.
it.
One good
I hate
year.
to knock a team that just wins. So Dante, you said Bama somehow they miraculously survive. That's a fucking dumb pick. Sam, what do you got?
The total chance. I'm sorry. I got Ohio State repeating here. I hate it.
I love
hate
that.
it, but I think they're going to do it. They're going to pull something out, something wacky. There'll be a blown call. They'll win on like a very controversial. You know what I mean? Like something will happen at the end of the game. and
Oh,
we'll
really?
go,
You pulling that Kansas City Chief shit?
Let's
yeah,
not forget freshman quarterback down the line.
Saying.
yeah. I still think Ohio State does it. They'll pull something crazy here, and they'll win it.
I will say via Indiana, Elijah Surratt, wide receiver.
Don't talk about my team. Let me pick my pick. The best team in the nation all year.
Let Broncos
has
pick
been-
Elijah Surratt.
The best team in the nation all year. Dante knows more about college ball. Has been Indiana. Bama, I look at it as like a game-to-game perspective. I am sweating Ohio State. Sam's right. The wide receivers from Ohio State are going to be first-round picks. Tate
Dangerous.
and the other kid, Smith, next year. He might be #1 overall. Indiana's been the best team. They've beaten the best teams. Penn State when they were hot. Oregon when they were at their best. And then they beat Ohio State. I got Indiana over Georgia. I think Georgia Stockton gets hot. I think they have the easiest path. Georgia has the easier path. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Indiana over Georgia. That's what I bet. But in case, I do like Ohio State, Indiana for a Big Ten rematch. Remember, your boy's a big Michigan State fan. I'm all Big Ten always. Boom. Give me Indiana over Ohio State for the marbles.
You're such an interesting man.
The most.
Thank you. Now you know what we have to deal with twice a week.
Stacky's guys got nothing on Trillo bets.
Yeah. What's the line from Princess Bride? Truly, you have a dizzying intellect. Wait till I get going. Where was I?
Give me
Asia.
Trevor Lawrence. Give me Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, he's
give
insane.
me Broncos AFC
You're a madman.
championship.
Madman, you hear me? Madman.
I actually didn't say Broncos AFC championship, by the way. I don't think any of us did. Dante, shout out to you. Fucker.
I picked the Chargers.
I did.
Yeah. I think I picked the Broncos. Actually, think about it. Anyways, Sam, we appreciate you coming on, bro. As always.
Anytime, man. Happy
You
to
know
be
what? I'll be in Jackson, Tennessee next week. If you could ever
Oh.
link out a way to come
Sure.
over there, grab a beer. How many hours are you away from Jackson?
Let's find out. That's a good question.
Yeah, he's doing the research. Anyways, boys, episode 100. Dante, appreciate you. Ev, I wrote down a couple of our favorite moments. If you have,
You are 2 hours
of your
away
time.
from me. I'll see what I can do.
2 hours. Well, I fly into Memphis, so
Okay.
And I fly out of Memphis, maybe if that's closer.
How
Nah.
much are Ubers out there? Because Dom will call a 2-hour Uber to come see you, Mr. First Down.
Yeah, well,
You heard
I
it
got a
here
rental
first.
car, Mr. First
I'll
Down.
feed you, boy. I'll feed you. I'll take care of
So
you.
you meet an hour in the middle.
Yeah, we could meet somewhere. I don't know the layout of like Jackson. I know Memphis is an hour, Nashville's 2 hours. You must be somewhere.
I am 30 minutes north of Nashville. So
Oh shit! So I should have flown to Nashville next time.
You
I'll be
should
going. I'll be going.
Always
out there.
flying in
I'll be going
Nashville.
out there.
yeah,
Lucky
be
me.
careful around Memphis. Lock your doors, okay? All right.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much shit about Memphis. I'm flying in. Trilobet's coming in. I heard don't fill your gas in Memphis. Go ahead and just pay more and leave the rental car on empty.
Works
Anyways,
for me, man.
Ev, episode 100, favorite moments. Mine for you. Episode 33, you accidentally left your mic on and then fell asleep on the camera was off though, unfortunately. We love that moment for you. Episode 53, there was one time, I don't even want to bring it up. You showed both butt cheeks on live cam. I think that was something you got mad at me, I think, one time, and then you thought that I
He
wasn't
did it for the
recording, but
numbers.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked right now.
For the gram.
Another big
Yeah,
one
for the gram,
was,
baby, for the gram.
Another big one was episode 71 was when it was like my biggest stressful moment ever. We did a mock draft where I was bringing everybody in, off, A-Lo, boom. Now we're going to Tony,
man.
boom, 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 boom.
That was a fun.
One of
that was
my
a fun
favorite episodes ever. I literally wasn't drinking that episode, believe it or not. Should have been. Those are
Still
my
don't
favorite
believe you.
moments, Ev. So to 100 more, boys. I really appreciate you guys. Sam, thanks for hopping on. Such a glorious
Anytime,
moment.
guys. It's always a fun time.
And now
Yes.
we can get ready to talk draft, boys.
Draft talk coming in. Dante, big winner coming up for us. College basketball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Real quick, I got to pour one out for my
Uh-oh.
Buffs. They lost to Northern Colorado.
They did.
You hate to see it. but,
First time since was it the 70s or the 80s?
1936.
bro, since they were playing with the peach
1936,
baskets
bro.
as hoops. That's how
Even
long it
No,
worse.
was.
that was before World War II. Right after
Yes.
World War One. You hate to see it.
Yes, but yeah, 100 episodes. It's made this NFL season fly by, all football season. I can't believe it. Perfect way to end the new year. Talking ball for 2 hours with you guys. Tell you what though, tune into the crew because this has been the most profitable football season of my life. We've been making some coin. Despite me going 0 for 25, I'm still way up this year. So I'm gonna shout out to the crew for that. So thanks for having me. I know I came on kind of halfway through, but it's been a fun ride. We're just getting started though.
Yeah, he's working for the green. He's in the green. Yeah, no, let's go, baby. Shout out to Mr. First Down, baby.
Anytime, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anytime,
I'll
baby.
send you.
Yeah, no,
I'll send you my Venmo. Leave my money
We're
on the
gonna lean on
nightstand.
you.
The Uber.
We got a hat
Yep.
coming your way.
You
We owe
send
you
the
Roy-
Venmo,
we owe-
we'll send a
wait.
request. We'll send a request for $25.
We owe you
Yeah,
royalties.
I just stare and I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Just hey, looks like the crew paid us $250. Pay. Anyways, all right, now I'm snoring. All right, man. What a pleasure. Dante, you know we
Always.
love you, brother. Sam, appreciate you, bro. We'll have you on for 200, Sam. That's your commitment.
I can't
And we
wait.
will do it. Love you guys.